It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic. Like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun diary lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live. Share the broadcast.
Maiyegun diary,
Maiyegun diary Politico.
Maiyegun diary,
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun diary,
ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹ́gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu.
Maiyegun diary,
àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ lójoojúmọ́.
Maiyegun diary.
I know some of you have seen the video or the videos of the victims, the kidnapped victims of Abuja-Kaduna Railway, the victims of the Boko Haram attack where they killed 8 people and they kidnapped unspecified numbers of people since March 28th of March 2022. And we have seen children, women among those being beaten by the terrorists. And not just that, They also boasted that they were going to capture Boko Haram. They are going to capture El-rufai of Kaduna. But guess what? I can't share that video with you. It is so horrible. But I will play the audio so you can hear the sound on the back end. Then I will read further. APC, Egbekegbe, they have destroyed Nigeria. Listen to this. Oh, you see, if to say there are more normal people in Nigeria, people who are mentally stable, by now there should have been what is called citizen arrest, where the citizens themselves, they would have, they would have taken it upon themselves to arrest Boko Haram, arrest Pastor Ruga, arrest Kolu Ongbon Lowo Ongbon Lorun, and put them in the citizens' prisons. Take over. But from the record, yeah, in Nigeria, before APC, Egbekegbe came in, over 55% of Nigerians were said to be mentally unstable, then get mental problem. I didn't say it. Your government said it. Then another minister came in and he said, with their latest statistics, with the whip and the beatings you have been receiving, the trauma of Boko Haram and the APC, Egbekegbe, the number increased from 55% mentally unstable Nigerians to over 70%. Some people are actually saying the normal people in their own city, they are now up to 5. Yes, the trauma and all of this has made it even convenient and comfortable for the rogues who have thrown you to the dogs to still be walking about, gallivanting, answering excellencies, distinguished. It is because over 75% Nigerians know normal. I didn't say it. If you want to get mad right now. I didn't say it. Your Minister of Health said that. If not because of mentally disturbed people, you should have started arresting these rogues. Share this broadcast. Thank you. Now, just listen, okay? I can't really play this video. The last time I put the video on Facebook, I received a message that said, this is too much. Now, you see these people on your screen. These are the remainder of those Abuja-Kaduna Railway passengers who were traveling to Abuja at the time, and then the Boko Haram attacked, derailed the train, and they kidnapped many of them. Now, from this, just this weekend, we received this clip. We'll play the audio.
America, Faransa, da sauran international community, Saudi Arabia, da su shigo wannan al'amarin su ga cewa an samu maslaha. Saboda mutanen nan a gaskiya aniyar su ma ba su so mu kwana sati ɗaya ba kwana bakwai a biya musu bukatunsu don su sake mu amma gwamnatin Najeriya ta yi buris da wannan al'amari ta nuna ba ruwanta a dalilin haka muke kara kira ga manyan kasashen duniya irin su Faransa da Saudiya da Saudi Arabia da Ingila da Amerika da su taimaka da other international communities su United Nations su ECOWAS su OAU shigo su taimake mu don su ga an samu maslaha mun koma ga iyalanmu.
Those are the victims being beaten by the terrorists. For those of you who have seen the video, it's worse. These are supposed to be Nigerians. Yeah? I'm still coming. Then this is where their leader, one of those who escaped from Kuje Prison, made this statement. So I will read out to you what the message is exactly. Okay, just as so many other people are joining us, remember, right? You should endeavor to drop your own offering first, which is like that broadcast, to show that you have joined us, and register your own presence by so doing. So let's proceed, because at some point I would possibly want Ahmed to join us, because in the course of this conversation tonight, I would touch some areas that I would need somebody to come and help me relate that back again in Hausa. So listen to this. They said 8 passengers were killed during that attack on the 20th of March 2022. Okay, so in their message, in quote, they said, just like the Chibok girls, hang on, it all started with this. This is our message to the government of Nigeria. And just as you have seen these people here, by God's grace, we will see your you will see your leaders, your senators and governors will come before us. These ones you are seeing here, we will keep some as our slaves and sell them off, just as our Imam told you in the past. Just like the Chibok girls that were sold off, we will equally sell these ones as slaves. If you don't adhere to our demands, we will kill we'll kill the ones we need to kill and sell the remaining. By God's grace, El-rufai, Buhari, we will bring you here. That's their message. Now, this was the message that followed the video of that traumatic experience that some of you have actually seen the real video. So that then brought in mixed reactions, where some feels like, you know what? If you want to capture Boko Haram and you want to capture El-rufai and the rest of all these governors, senators, capture them. Release all the innocent people that have now been caught up in your war, jihadi war in Nigeria. How many of you remember or have taken their time to research about Lebanon? I'll keep using Lebanon this time around because it is so perfect with what Nigeria is still going to become. Look forward to it. But how many of you have taken your time to really study what's happened in Lebanon in the last 60 years? It is not different from what you are witnessing in Nigeria today, and it is going to also what? It is going to get worse. Well, I'll give you an insight. They said in Lebanon back then, it was a big cosmopolitan, multicultural, multi-religious, multi-ethnic, and all of that kind of a country. A free country with open borders because they just love, they want to share how great their country was. And you know what happened? That was when the Islamic fanatics, terrorists, used the opportunity to also gain access into the country from the northern part of the country. You know what they did? The northerners of Lebanon, they are mostly Muslims, as just like you have it in Nigeria. So having all these terrorists cross the border and sharing similar culture, religion, and few things in common, so they were easily accommodated and welcomed. So over the years, the idea of extremism, intolerance started taking place. The normal Lebanese, who never really felt so kind of attached to religion to the point that they will see their fellow countrymen as infidels, as unworthy, as worthless, to be killed, and they will be rewarded for it. They started feeling same. And over time, they started spreading religion and all of that, using the welcoming and openness of the people of Lebanon of old. Now you know, when they talk about Lebanon, you will remember Hezbollah, right? Exactly. In Nigeria, a group of terrorists, right, were trained. They were indoctrinated. They were groomed for the purpose of committing terror. And this terror, in their own idea, is going to help the spread of Islam in Nigeria. These are documented evidence, starting from the northern Nigeria. And guess who started it? It is the father of the same man who said, if Nigeria wants peace, they have to listen to the terrorists. I'm talking about Osama bin Gumi. His father started it. How? He used his own closeness to the power that be. I'm talking about the premier of the northern region of then. His closeness to him, right? And then the advice and all that of the importance of the spread of Islam in Nigeria through terror. Yes, Gumi's father started it. And they started for the one purpose, to make Nigeria an Islamic country, whereby only those who profess Islamic, who profess Allah, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as their own, this and that, they are the only people who are going to be seen as worthy Nigerians. And that started from the way back in the 50s. I'm not making this up. You need to read up. So the people they trained, and they didn't just train them, they endeavored to get these indoctrinated, northerners, Islamic fanatics into your different institutions way back. And they didn't just put them there. They accelerated their promotions so that they could attain the position of making decision or altering or compromising the system for the sake of one agenda to make Nigeria an Islamic country. Listen to this, in case if you don't believe this yet. The terrorism you are seeing in Nigeria, orchestrated by the same elite from northern Nigeria, did not start today. It is just manifesting, and it is going to continue as long as every one of us, or many of us, continue to propagate this one Nigeria. You will get to know later, and this is it. In northern Nigeria, it is openly expressed. If you are not a Muslim in a way, right, you are nothing, except if they give you the privilege. It is considered as a privilege, not because you are a Nigerian. It is considered as a privilege if you ever attain any kind of position or any privilege at all. Meanwhile, you would always remain sacrificial lamb. This is something established that we have seen, and they are not afraid of it. So these terrorists came together about 13 years ago. Their founders, financiers, they are holding different political positions in Nigeria today. Their names are known, their faces are known, but guess what? They will continue to be protected. One day, so they brought them for one purpose, the purpose of making sure that Nigeria become an Islamic country. Some said it's impossible. Oh, you have no idea. It is 100% possible. To them, it is already done. Most of you, the war you don't want to fight, or the one you pretended not to be ready for, you are going to fight it. In fact, you will fight it because that's where your survivor will lie. This is it. They are not just going to bring guns. You have terrorists who declared war on Nigeria and Nigerians. And then you have those in government, yeah, who have spent all these years giving you excuses why this cannot end. Rather, they increased it. It became a big industry, a multi-billion dollars industry. So then you found all your policemen, police chiefs, military chiefs, politicians, they are now all culpable in ensuring that the spread of this intolerance. It started from northern Nigeria. Intolerance. Take a look at this. Something that will give you an insight as well to what I have been saying. Sorry if you don't possibly understand the language. There is a bit of interpretation below. Read that, okay? And then follow it. I'll be back.
Ya zagi manzo Allah Sakkwato ya yi rubutu ga Facebook. Ya faɗi maganganun da ba su da daɗin faɗi game da annabin rahama. Kuma cikin Sakkwato nace amma kan yayi kure. Ai ba Sakkwato ake irin wannan shiga ta ka. Mu kashewa mu kai. Mu akan manzon Allah akan mu kashe. Don haka ba Kano bace, Kano ƴan kasuwa ne. Shi yasa kaga an ce ma manzon Allah dan luwadi an tsaya ana jayayya, an ce ma manzon Allah kwarto an tsaya ana mu na kashewa mukai. Wallahi kwadda ma manzon Allah mu iya kamar da shi mu kashe. Allah ya gafarta mu wani yaro, naga wani bawan Allah jiya ga Facebook yace wai an ce mahaukaci ne, yace to ai mu ma mahaukata ne. Ai iyaka hankalin mu kai a taba annabi, ana taba annabi mun zama mahaukata. Wagga ita ce magana ta gaskiya. Allah shi muku albarka Sakkwatawan shehu. Duk wanda ya kalli Facebook da sauran social media da irin wanda an ka hito kwarkwata an ka ta gidan sarkin musulmi ya nuna Sakkwata suna nan bisa ga tarbiyyar da dan hodiyo yayi musu. Don haka Allah shi muku albarka. Da an sakai ku kashe shi. Magana bai da hankali bata taso ba. To bai da hankali duk bai da wanda yaka zagi sai manzon Allah. Mu ma bamu da hankali an taba annabi. Don haka duk irin mu bai da hankali bamu da. Da an sakai ku kashe shi. Kuma ba shi da duk wanda ya taba manzon Allah ku kashe shi. Bai da hukunci ko belle ya bai taba manzon Allah bai da hukunci illa kisa. Musulmi in ya zagi manzon Allah ko ya ce ya tuba, wannan tuba ta tsakani ne da Allah amma dai sai mun kashe shi. Bai da hankali ya sanya ta ya sau waya, bai da hankali ya sanya sau data, bai da hankali ya sanya buɗe shahin Facebook, bai da hankali ya san da an kayo mai ya goge. Don mahaukaci ka waɗanga abubuwa da kun gane ku kashe shi, an sa kai ku kashe shi. Kun ba shi ɗaya ba, ku taɓa manzo Allah ku kashe shi. Babu wani hukunci ga zagin manzo Allah illa kisa. In ka tubu wannan tsakaninka da Allah can in ya ga dama ya ga, amma dai muna an ce mu kashe ka. Ku taɓa manzo Allah ku kashe shi. Kada ku tsaya faɗa ma hukuma a kashe ɗai. In ce ba ɗaukar doka a hannu, to ci ko to an ce ya laifi ga hannu. Yawwa haji babu wani hukunci, ba wani tawili da wani zai da ka zagi manzo Allah hukuncin kisa. Ko limamin Makka ya zagi manzo Allah hukunci ne kisa, balle wani dan iskan banza. Don haka ku yi tsayin ku nan tarbiyyar nan da Shehu Dan Hodo yayi muku. Mu alhamdulillah kakanninmu mujahiduna ne, kuma jihadin yana nan cikin zukatanmu. In kana son ka san mujahiduna muke taɓa addini ha gani, taɓa addini. Don haka ga babu
So do you understand what indoctrination mean now? That's indoctrination. They just have to say yeah, wah. So at that moment, if he tells them that, if he told them to get up and start burning properties of infidels, they will do it, and they will believe they are doing it for Allah. Now, you see, prophets, or should I say imams like that, they are, God, they are countless in northern Nigeria. Preachings like that is like normal. So that intolerance, that kind of aggression, aggressive approach to everything, right? The politicians in northern Nigeria, they understand the advantage of it. Therefore, they work in cahoots with the roguish terrorist preachers that are given free hand in northern Nigeria to indoctrinate young people, get them ready for jihad, something that will cause wreckage, havoc, death. That's normal in northern Nigeria. Now, if you think that's something that, man, this is, oh, come on. Have you listened to the president of Nigeria before? The president himself, Mumumadu, Boko Haram. Aha, okay. Now, maybe you can see through what Boko Haram had to say in a moment. See through him what this imam also said, without using the word, kill the person that agree with us, kill the person that insult our prophet, kill this or kill that. And once you do that, you are not committing murder. But now see through that particular message, right? And this one, compare both.
Mr. President, welcome. And I've been a student of Nigeria for many years. And first of all, I want to tell you that I have never seen such a hopeful attitude toward Nigeria and the United States as since your election. So I think we all here want you to succeed. My question relates to another area of Nigeria that hasn't gotten much attention during this trip, and that is the Niger Delta. It's a challenge that you're going to face. I wonder if you would tell us how you intend to approach it, with particular reference to the amnesty, bunkering, and inclusive development. Thank you.
Inclusive government. Inclusive government. You know, in how you include, women, youth.
I see. Yes. I hope you have a copy of the election results. Naturally, constituencies, for example, that gave me 97%, cannot, in all honesty, be treated on some issues with constituencies that gave me 5%. I think this is a political reality. While certainly there will be justice for everybody, everybody will get his constitutional right. But while the party in constituencies, by their either sheer hard work, they made sure that they got their people to vote and to ensure their vote count. They must feel that the government has appreciated the effort they put in putting the government in place. I think that's really fair.
Do you understand that? That's the president of Nigeria 7 years ago. And some of us who knew before they came in, we knew it was going to end like this. You get that? Now, the constituents or the constituency that gave him 97% of the vote, yeah? And those who gave him 5%, everybody is now collecting. You know, you have 774 local government areas in Nigeria. Yes, that's the total local government areas in Nigeria. But I can boldly tell you right now that under this terrorist government, yeah, Nigeria have lost over 200 of such local government areas to the total controls of terrorists. They have Nigerians in different cages all over Nigeria as we speak. Some of them have been sold off. Do you know that 110 Chibok girls have still not been accounted for? Sold off, right? Now, under this rogue, everybody is what? Collecting. But don't forget, there were those who knew the genesis of this whole thing. When these terrorists, some of them, when they started attacking, and people were rising up to say, we don't want this, we reject this. So many of them said, asking these terrorists to be wiped off is an indirect request, asking that the population of northern Nigeria should be wiped off. So they play politics. They welcomed the terrorists. They accommodated them. They were like, they felt like they were doing everyone. They were doing themselves. Over the years, these terrorists have now gained enough ground to welcome others too. Look at us today. There are those who actually knows that, who knows how they deployed these terrorists in 2014, 2015. It was a jihad that they declared before they even take power. Just a reminder.
We have a confession that the media has not given appropriate attention. Kawu Baraje Alhaji was a leading chieftain of the APC, and he has confessed that they imported the foreign mercenaries who have become bandits. He has confessed. How much more evidence do you need? He has confessed that they imported them for the elections. This is public. Why is the media not following up? Why are we not asking for accountability? So it seems very clear to me and to so many others. If you're in the public space, you hear people talking and pointing fingers. The ruling party is the direct sponsor of terrorism and insecurity in Nigeria. My name is Martin Onovo. I said it. APC is the direct sponsor of insecurity and terrorism in Nigeria. Ask me for the evidence.
What are the facts?
Good. I just gave you confession of Kawu Baraje.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, Miyetti Allah made a public statement that if you want peace in your state, don't call any meeting. Provide land for Fulanis in your state. Public statement. Miyetti Allah. Miyetti Allah is a collaborator with the ruling party. We had a report that the ruling party funded Miyetti Allah to the tune of 100 billion. I wasn't there when the payment was made, but that's in the public domain. We had an official report that the government of Nigeria was going to establish a radio station in collaboration with Miyetti Allah, where Fufude, the Fulani tribal dialect, will be the language of communication. Now, interestingly.
Interesting. Abi, it's just a reminder. I will give you my own sound bite. Do you want to hear more from Onovo? Listen.
I have the number of the rifle. I can send it to you by SMS. I just need to check my records. I have the rifle number. We have it, the authority of retired Colonel Inyam, that the Fulani headsmen repelled in Ogoja were using Nigerian army rifles from the barracks in that vicinity, and that the soldiers came to collect the rifles back. Now, who is the commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces? Who should be responsible for the activities of these armed forces? We have it on the authority of General Danjuma. Danjuma has commanded these forces. We have it on the authority of General Danjuma that the armed forces are conniving with the bandits that are killing citizens. How much more evidence do you want? How much more evidence? We have hard physical evidence. We have testimonies from relevant authorities. How much more evidence do you want to know that the ruling party in Nigeria, the APC, is the sponsor of insecurity and terrorism? How much more evidence? I don't need any more evidence. I am 1000% convinced, and nobody has contrary evidence. The APC, the ruling party in Nigeria, is the direct sponsor of terrorism and insecurity in Nigeria.
That is damning. For the fact that the Nigerian government sponsored terrorism has finally been institutionalized under this Buhari's regime.
I forgot one point. The trial in Dubai. The trial in Dubai, where some Nigerians were convicted for terrorism financing in Nigeria. The published report said that they were traced to people high up in government. So how much more evidence do we need? All the evidence is out there.
How many more do you want? I was seeing it on Twitter earlier where some people were identifying their family members who are members of, who are one of those victims of Kaduna-Abuja Railway. They were some were identifying their brothers, some were identifying their sisters there, some identified their lecturers there, you know. But what does your government do or give in fight against terrorism, genuinely, other than to pamper them? We know the collusion, we know all the collaboration. Then what about the funding? You know what they did with these Kaduna-Abuja victims? Yeah. The terrorists who took them demanded that all their leaders that were being locked in Kuje Prison, that they must be released, or else they will start killing the victims. Then the powerful people, cold-hearted criminals in government, they decided to go and make deals for those who are like elites among the kidnapped victims. Guess how much that cost them? 800 million naira. That's how much they paid about 2 weeks ago for the release of 7 prominent, as they call them, prominent people among the kidnapped victims. One of them, I think a Chinese or a Korean, I don't know, but is an expatriate, as they said. He paid 200 million. 6 other Nigerians paid 100 million naira each. Right? But you know what happened? That wasn't until they broke into Kuje Prison. Guess who collected the ransom? One of those released, or should I say escaped? No, you will say escaped. No, I would say released terrorist leader, Boko Haram leader. One of them who was there collected the 800 million naira cash before they released those 7. You saw those 40 something, including children. Those are the commoners like me and you. If now me and you get caught up there where we want to take 100 million, now we go to get collect the whip. Now we then go sell off as slaves. Now we then go. They said they will kill those they will kill. And you know what? Just 2 days after they broke into Kuje Prison, they collected 800 million naira, released 7 people. It's not their first time. That's actually how they run the terrorism industry in northern Nigeria under this APC. So what your reaction is, or whatever your reaction will be at the end of the day, just have it at the back of your mind that everything happening in Nigeria today, the terrorism you are witnessing today, did not start today. It was pre-planned. And as we speak, those who knows are bracing up I want Okay Bakasi's, there's this thing that Okay Bakasi said sometimes ago, and I want to replay that like this.
Will they get job? The answer is no. Imagine if you summon all the lawyers we have in Nigeria, will we select the Attorney General that we have now?
Come on. With all the sons we have.
These are the questions. We have compromised standard and we are paying with our safety. And we are going to clap for them until 2023. Just because people are come from a certain place and they should play with our safety. That is what is happening. What they are telling you is that they can come anywhere and take anywhere. But the point is that let them be fast.
They should take everywhere.
Oh yeah, let them take it now. Between now and 2023. Because their backers will leave by then. No, if they better hurry up. They better hurry up. If they want to take the whole of Kaduna and North, let them take now. Before 2023.
So it will not stop there. Because they will come further down.
Bro, listen, let me tell you. No crime happens without cover at the top. And the people covering them will leave by 2023, whether they like it or not. Because the people of this country were fed up. We cannot have these people continue beyond 2023. Because if they want to burn down the place, there will be people who will be willing to do it with them. You understand? So let whatever they want to take, if they want to take half now, if they want to come and occupy a barrack, let them be occupying it now. Because those people who are giving them cover will leave. Look, there are certain people who will not touch the corridors of power. If those of us who are sane have our way.
Of course.
We are taking note of them now. Their silence, the role they are playing, even if some of them are from the south, the co-conspirators, we are taking note of them.
We are watching.
We are watching them. Are they going to run for offices? Are we going to keep quiet? There will come a time when they will come cap in hand begging for votes. We will speak.
As long as they don't need.
They will remind them of their
roles. We will speak.
And what they have done.
We will speak.
Which is what we said earlier.
All these things is there's a grand conspiracy, be it of silence or accomplice or whatever, but people know what they are doing with our collective national security. Look at, never in the history of this country has our psyche been this damaged, this compromised. Because what we are telling the sub-region is that militiamen from Togo can come and take part of Lagos.
100%. We don't even see the bigger picture.
Because if the ragtag bandits, as you call them, can come and...
No be everybody they think. Like Okay Bakasi said, if sane people, the few number of sane people, if they had their ways, they would never, ever keep up with this madness. Of course, the few sane people are telling you, break up this contraption, cut this tumor, end this cancer before it hits us so deeper, and then to the state of no return, where everybody go just wake up dead. That's kind of ironical, isn't it? Okay, Bakasi says something about the conspiracy of silence, complicity, and a little bit of underhand cooperation. He's talking about Tinubu. He's talking about Atiku. Atiku publicly said open grazing or ban of open grazing in southern Nigeria is undemocratic, unconstitutional, and it's completely against the northern Nigeria, because he had to appeal to the base that he believed controls the power, the Fulani oligarchy. It's so crazy, isn't it? The conspiracy of silence is costing you your sanity, because you are just a moment away from disaster. No joke. You see, those who are living in Borno, they know the danger they are living around, right? Living with, right? How about you living in Abuja, and then you suddenly found yourself in the dungeon, in the enclave or conclave of the terrorists that your government is unable to conquer. Suddenly, you are just on a train ride. Now your life is hanging in the balance. Here you are. We are probably fighting for your life. Is that not something? Ish. There is conspiracy of silence. And the rogues who are silent about this are the same people who are telling you they have the solution. They don't have any jack shit solution. Tinubu, for 7 years, even up till now, is telling you he is going to continue from where Boko Haram is going to stop. No be die, be that. Die. Boko Haram said APC, Egbekegbe, would bring back your Chibok girls. They didn't tell you that they were actually going to add Kagara, Kajuru, what's this one? I forgot the name. And every other schools that they have massively kidnapped your children, sold them off as slaves, or traded them off for ransom in the last 7 years. Then Tinubu said he's coming to finish you up. Now your choice, so go for it. Do go for it. Atiku Abubakar is a closet terrorist among them, among those who brought this upon you in the first place. How could you forget that? How could you suddenly found those who brought this calamity upon you, this division, this bloodbath, this endless generational, terrorism that they have brought upon you? How could you suddenly see them as those that will take you out of it? Simply because they are now speaking the language that sounded like a comfort zone. How could you? That's why so many of us are never falling for this. Trust me. We won't. Especially when you know that the agenda itself and the conspiracy is so deep. And if you pay attention very well, none of this is in your interest. Whether to gain further education, whether to gain a better one, or even to have access to the better health care, even to have access to better infrastructures that make life meaningful, to stay safe in your different communities as you would want to progress and then succeed wherever you found yourself in any part of Nigeria. Those are common wishes that are not too hard to come by. But since the system is compromised enough, right, everything is what? It's gone south. If it's gone south, probably it would have been better. It's gone north, cold. It's gone shoko. And every one of these rogues that parade themselves as your savior is a partner, is an actor, is a partaker in whatever has befallen Nigeria today. So if they come back to say they are going to be part of the solution, how dare you believe them to the point that you are repeating their lies as your own refuge in a way? Believing them, that's like self-injury, isn't it? They intentionally empowered terrorists to spread fear, terrorism, and then they put together a system that continue to encourage them, right, to finance them. And you are here, somehow, thinking all of this is just going to disappear by the fact that you would have another election. Anyway, hold on. I was reading somewhere where, well, I think it was Atiku that first thrown the first jibe. And it was against Kalu. Just like I said, if these people have shame, they should never even be seen anywhere at all with the flag of APC, Egbekegbe, if they have any shame. But Nigeria is a place that crime is so rewarded and criminals are highly compensated. Just pay attention. You will see where you fit into all of this. That's where Nigeria is. That's why you will continue to have APC, Egbekegbe, walk about, shoulder high, telling you they have done better or done their best, and they will do more than what you have witnessed so far. I was reading somewhere, it was Atiku who said, if anybody want to even say they want to be president of Nigeria, it shouldn't be Kalu. And mind you, it's because APC, Egbekegbe don't give a piece of, SHIT for you or anybody. That's why they will go ahead to pick up a Muslim ticket. And listen to this. Some of them, if you go out there now, if you see anybody telling you passionately about, it's not about religion, it's not about this or that, you realize that some of them are from northern Nigeria. Imagine northern Nigeria Muslims, these fanatics, who don't care. Let me tell you how they work. In northern Nigeria, these fanatics, yeah, they have their own kind of defined type of Islam. And if you are an Islamic or a Muslim, right, you are not expected, right, to give protection to anyone who is not a Muslim. They are considered infidel. This level of intolerance is what makes northern Nigeria scary, especially in the time of politics. So it's a two-way thing. There are Muslims who consider themselves as moderate. They don't reason that way. They don't see anything. They don't support violence, so to say. Or you know one thing, in the book of all these fanatics who have now gained access to different political power, different institutions, including your military, those ones, they might be considered, they might be looking at, I mean, they might be seeing themselves as Muslims, right? But they are not. In their book, just like the Boko Haram, okay, put it this way. You see Boko Haram that is killing people because of this religion and all of that, yeah? Those are the armed ones who have the guns. Those who are protecting the ones with guns, they are deadlier than the Boko Haram. That is why when Boko Haram kill, there will always be protection for them. Because you know what? When Boko Haram kill Christians, kill Muslims, they consider the Muslims they are killing as not proper Muslims and infidels. You see, in northern Nigeria, one of the myth lies they have told you for so long is that northern Nigeria is a Islamic region, is because you see so many of them sharing, bearing Islamic name. Abi, you will see many of their women and their men dressing just same way. Culturally, the way they dress and all of that make you think everybody is a Muslim there. Now, here's the division. The fanatics among them consider those who are, who kind of house anyone who is not a Muslim, who support anyone who is not a Muslim, who actually protect anybody who is not a Muslim in times of a jihad in northern Nigeria. Even though they are Muslims themselves, right? They are considered as not proper Muslims for having to pity infidels. So they kill them too. Do you get that? Do you get that now? This is what the fear of Islamic North is for real. Number one, there is no majority Islamic North. Take that to the bank. And they will never agree. They will kill you if you say that in public. Now, they may say they should kill you. That you are saying that northern Nigeria is not majorly Islamic. It's not. If it is, ask them, make them do census. But you will see some of their women bearing Afusa, bearing different names that are similar, somehow to Islamic name, right? And you think they are Muslims. They are not. Now, this is the danger they live in northern Nigeria. You now see this level of intolerance, the intolerance of those they call, their preachers and all of that, right? Protected by those who found themselves in government, as I've said earlier. That same intolerance is what APC, Egbekegbe, gave to Tinubu as condition. You are not a real Muslim. They may be calling you Alaji. Yes, they say you are Alaji. We don't care. We know you are not a real Alaji. Do you know that these fanatics from northern Nigeria, like I just described them to you, even if you are a Muslim from southern Nigeria, you are working on a hot coal, on fire, and you are pretending too. That is why you see some of them, some of our brothers and sisters who easily agree with these terrorists from northern Nigeria, is because they want to belong. They wanted to be validated. They wanted to be seen as a real Muslim. Now this idea of intolerance is now spreading to southern Nigeria, especially Yoruba land, because people are trying to validate themselves. They told Tinubu, "Shebi, you are Alaji. We don't believe you. You are pagan. We know many of you who claim to be Muslim from southern Nigeria. You do something else. You do ritual. You carry ebo, you do this, you do that, you will be wearing this, you will be, all of that stuff." They know them. And according to them, those things are un-Islamic. And we know all of you, they do so many of you, you know that thing. That is their mentality. That is why they would never Maybe some of you don't know this. Maybe you know that before. Maybe you knew it. I'm going to repeat it and tell me if I'm lying. You will never see them come into, they say they will never let a Yoruba man lead them in prayer. I actually never paid attention to that until I researched and I found out that that is largely true. Although it is not 100% true, because if I remember very well, I've seen some of these our Hausa traders in Odogbolu. They have worshipped with us in Jumat. That Jumat at Odogbolu garage. I used to worship there myself, to pray there Friday when I was about 8 and 15 or 14, I don't know. Then in my local mosque, Idera Mosque in Odogbolu, I remember that we had some of these Hausas who lived here with us in Odogbolu. Then they usually come in, and our imam in Odogbolu, then put it this way, our imam in my local mosque, was from Ilorin, Alhaji Ayinla. Our imam, the central mosque, Odogbolu Central Mosque, the chief imam for that one, Alhaji Ojulari, is also a Yoruba man with an affiliation to Ilorin. So it's recently they said, no, Maiyegun, no, they mix them together. They're not talking about Hausas. Hausas are just like every regular normal, people who also welcome these Fulanis that eventually infiltrated them. And at the end of the day, the casualties of this Islamic Sunni Shiite, all this stuff, the casualties are majorly Hausas. I said, oh, I never pay attention to that. But again, I just found out, they know they enter anywhere where they know say na Yoruba mosque be this. They know they go there and allow a Yoruba man to lead them in prayer. Because according to them, how could they let a pagan to lead them in prayer? Do you understand? And this thing is also real. So that is why they told Tifnumbu, you might be Alaji, you might be this or that. We don't give a damn about that. We are never going to let a pagan lead us. We are never going to let infidel lead us. That was why they took your genius Tifnumbu, vibrating Tifnumbu. Baba ongbon lowo ongbon lorun. They said he has to pick a jihadi sympathizer financier. Should that one even make any sense to you? Do you know those who raised the alarm first? They are the northern Muslims. They said they are not Fulani, but they are northern Muslims. They are the first who raised the alarm. They said, you do this one? How could you think this through? You guys don't care. They said, we not be saying we don't care, but I just want to win. Just win. It's not about anything where anybody talk. Now they are passionately telling you, you know mean. You better get ready and prepared. It go mean more than anything. Go they push waiting they push. I was talking, somebody said that you this Maiyegun, why is it just about Tifnumbu? Why is it just about Tifnumbu? I am trying to save you. Same way I was screaming 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I was like this, same way. You see the way you are watching me right now? This is the same way I was 8 years ago, where they talk waiting I knew then about this APC, these strange bedfellows, their agenda, what they are planning to do. Today, they don't prove me right, even more than myself can even myself envisaged. Now I'm trying to save you now. Now you are here. Clinging on to the, are you not a Yoruba man? Want a pie, could a pie or continue money? We have seen what this is all about. Whether you vote for APC, whether you vote for PDP, the picture is clearer. Atiku is the friend of Miyetti Atiku stands with extension of Ruga, the establishment of, what did they call them? Open grazing and the rest of them. You know what in talk, Oh my. Atiku personally believe that for Yorubas to react the way they reacted into making laws to set up Amotekun. Listen to this fraud and lies. Atiku, that is just another Boko Haram Pro Max, same way, Kolu, Jagabanditi, is also Boko Haram pro Max. You see, this Atiku, right? When the Yoruba said we want to protect our people, protect, stop all these attacks on our farms and our farmers, giving us what we call the food crisis in Yoruba land. We know we have been targeted politically, right? But nevertheless, this physical one, we can rebuff that. We are going to establish a security outfit. Atiku was one of those who rejected it. You know what he said? He said, what we need to do is to devolve more powers to the local government, and at the same time, to devolve more powers to the police commissioners. That is his own idea of restructuring, okay? Now, they have rearranged that lies in what he called his book of his agenda, Abi. But meanwhile, his real agenda is that you can't do that. According to them, they know that before you can successfully establish your own security outfit that is so independent of any interference from anyone, you will need to go and change Nigeria constitution. They know it. But nevertheless, the Yoruba governors felt like they could pull it off. So they decided to use their own House of Assemblies to make laws that allowed them to establish Olopa Amotekun. Atiku kicked against it. That's so unconstitutional. It was targeted at Fulanis. You are targeting the people who have no other means. You can't just target them. The government needs to provide for them. The government needs to make arrangements for them before you can then make laws that says they shouldn't roam their cows. And then he made himself an example. He said, I have over 1,000 cows. I don't roam them about. Hello. Do you understand what that means? It is part of the GBT. How? Atiku have 1,000 cows, he claimed. They don't roam about because Atiku build ranches for them. And Atiku knows that, cattle business is a private business. But the Yorubas that made laws to ban open grazing because people who said they don't have a place, they don't have places to put their cows. Now they are wreaking havoc, destroying farms, wrecking economy of a Yoruba land, among other things. Atiku said that was too harsh. It was aimed at these people that the government should provide for them first before you can then make laws to say they cannot roam their cows. Maybe they haven't told you more. Maybe you haven't paid attention more. Of course, he is appealing to the base of those who are not just roaming cows. They are not interested in cows. This is not about cows. This is about a total takeover, of Nigeria without possibly fighting any war other than spreading fear, disarming the South and sharing the South among themselves permanently this time around. Instead of sharing the resources of Southern Nigeria alone, why not just share everything and own everything and make it in the name of Nigeria? And who are those who are going to benefit? The likes of Atiku, of course. So, if that is making you look confused, it's because you want to be confused. I'm not confusing you. I'm trying to tell you here that none of them has any real thing for you. And as long as the agenda is to keep Nigeria one, you are just keeping your doomsday active. Or you can cut the cancer by pulling out of the entire charade now that you know better. Because as it is, you are on your own. So Atiku, who is against this, will say anything, will do anything just to what? Just to become your president. Afterward, you would have to battle the battle of your life like you are doing right now against APC, Egbekegbe, as it is. So the terrorists have now said that, listen, we are ready for all of you. If you don't know, the last 7 years has been the best 7 years of their campaigns. 12 years of terrorism in Nigeria. This is the first time in 7 years in their history that terrorism has become so lucrative in Nigeria. I am not joking. Billions of naira. They have done the estimate. They said over $6 billion are exchanging hands between terrorists and the family of their kidnapped victims. then between terrorists and the government officials of Nigeria, between terrorists and the gun runners of Nigeria, it has been a so much lucrative business that, listen, if you don't have a clue, that Nigeria is so gone as we speak under this roguish government. It has become so convenient for terrorists to invade government barracks where soldiers that were trained, right, to defend Nigeria, where they are, and the weapons they are bought to defend Nigeria are being completely confiscated, carted away by the same terrorists. Terrorists are more harmed than the government soldiers. And guess what? The conspiracy runs deeper than what you can even imagine. It's not because the terrorists are so invincible, so this or that. No. There are those who have already compromised the security architecture of Nigeria, okay? To the point that from within, the system itself sell intel to terrorists to ambush their own personnel who are slaughtered like nothing. So it's become a big industry that it is no longer about Boko Haram. You've got others too. Now they are now telling you that they have the capacity to take over Nigeria. Some of you are thinking, it's impossible. It is over possible because you are on your own. The conspiracy runs deep, deeper than anything. Tinubu had no clue. He wants to be president, right? Atiku understands this, and his own is to stabilize it for you. Stabilize it for them in a way that you will think maybe there's a kind of a dint of hope when there is none. Keeping Nigeria together is a threat to my life. Keeping Nigeria together under this arrangement is a threat to your life. Anyone campaigning to be president of Nigeria with the intention of keeping Nigeria together as it is a threat to your life. You don't need to agree with me. You don't need to believe me, but you will figure it out eventually. Do you know the popular prayer? May Nigeria not happen to you. May Nigeria not happen to me. Some will say, may Nigeria not happen to the people we love. Well, there are categories of breakfast that Nigeria serves. And as I'm talking to you today, even the terrorists will let you know that they don't spare anyone, right? So if there is any intention, anybody campaigning that they want to keep Nigeria one in your own state of mental health, right? Listen to me. You should begin to see them as a threat to your life. And this threat is real. And your reaction to this threat cannot be controlled, must not be controlled, should never be controlled. Because if you know better, I'm talking about those who are currently in the captivity of the terrorists as we speak, those who have 50 people got kidnapped yesterday, and then many others got killed. It is like everyday mental sum. Everybody is just waiting for their turn. Turn by turn Nigeria Limited. If those in captivities right now, if they have an opportunity, just a second opportunity that you ask them, would you want Nigeria to remain what it is? In your own opinion, under these life and death circumstances, my brothers and sisters, majority of them will tell you no. And therefore, if anybody is running around, if anybody is trying to convince you, if anybody is selling you that hope, that lie, my brothers and sisters, if you react harshly, if you react angrily, if you react aggressively, if you react insultingly, my brothers and sisters, it is justified. You know why? The existence of Nigeria under this arrangement is a threat to your life. If you haven't been thinking about it, I'm asking you to now. And it will touch everyone. And just like the breakfast, we will all eat our breakfast. And it doesn't matter where you are, a Christian or a Muslim, a Northerner or a Southerner, a Yoruba or an Igbo man, an Hausa or Fulani, wherever you might come from. You see where they are taking you to. Seriously,
Oh, gbogbo ala máa jẹ breakfast. Àsìkò tó ní kálukú máa jẹ tiẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni. Súnmọ́ bìlà.
I didn't create these problems. In fact, you can consider me as one of those who want you to believe that you cannot wish away these problems, but you should take your time to understand it as well. Not this sign of submission that many people have grown to get used to. In the will, to the submission of the will of God, only God can help us now. That kind of submission, that kind of, that many people have picked up, you will need to drop it. That's the point. That's what this platform is all about. I didn't create these problems. In Nigeria, they would never take them deeper into this, like you will see on Maiyegun's diary Politico. If you don't understand the problem, how dare you believe that you could resolve the problem? If you don't know the characters that created the problem, how do you think you can actually end the problem? I mean, if you have no idea the roles played by individuals that actually created these problems, how do you know you are never going to be sitting and sleeping, eating together, or planning together to resolve a problem created by the same people? These are the things you should be looking into. And once you know better, trust me, you would want to do better. On Maiyegun's diary Politico, we choose better. And the better is that if there's anything that should be done to save Nigeria, it is to break her up. Sometimes it sounded so harsh, raw, but it is true. You need to understand this, right? Everything going on right now is deliberate. The point where they will be pushing this religious agenda and all of that, listen to me, it is all deliberate. But if you fall into that emotional blackmail that make you think maybe it is not that bad, it is bad, it is worse, and they could only pull it off if they keep this Nigeria as they are keeping it. You can detach yourselves. You can spread the word. You can save the land. You can save Nigeria from these rogues who have taken over your lives. It's not going to just be taken back just like that. You have to go beyond taking back Nigeria. You have to go further than that by breaking up the hegemony. What is that? Nigeria is a system of robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's never worked. It will never work. And you, this generation of those who now know better, they won't tell you all of this in your mainstream media. Your media is compromised for a reason, just to keep you perpetually glued to this hopeless entity. But you can end it because it's not benefiting you. It is never going to benefit you. It is never put together to benefit you or anyone except the selected few who have always been called the owners of Nigeria. But you can save Nigeria today, right? By breaking her up. How? Let everyone handle their own affairs. Let us see how long this religious extremism that has polarized and continued to destroy northern Nigeria, let us see how long the moderate Muslims are going to continue to take that in. Because as it is right now, yeah, these criminal political office holders from northern Nigeria, after bringing this calamity upon their people in northern Nigeria, getting paid by southern Nigeria, from the southern Nigeria resources, many of them have run away from the danger zones. They left their people there when their people are now at the mercy of the terrorists. Some of them are paying taxes to these terrorists right now, while they are supposed their representatives, while they are supposed their political leaders, religious leaders are living in Abuja or the capital cities of all these northern states. Let us see if they have nowhere to run to. Let's see if they have no Lagos to run to. Let us see if they have no southern Nigeria to come and hibernate in order to continue to fuel and fund terrorism in northern Nigeria. Since they are untouchable, how about you begin to tell yourselves, we can protect ourselves, we can provide for ourselves, but Nigeria will not let us do that. And no matter how much you try, since some of you think this is just by a mistake, this is just by incompetence alone, it is deliberate. And as it is right now, this same hatred, this same division, this same religious fanaticism, this same intolerance, they are creeping into our own southern region more now. They've always been there in a way, but they have never been they have never been brought to to the fore like this, where fanatics among us are bold enough to say or threaten you simply because they feel like they have been tolerating you for so long. Because what they are taking from you in southern Nigeria, their counterpart in northern Nigeria, they will never take that from you. This time around, they are now becoming emboldened. Nigeria is allowing that. If you don't know the danger we are actually heading into, yeah, listen to me. I am telling you today, it is nowhere nice. Help you, help me. Let's help ourselves, right? Break up Nigeria, or else, ego they carry us, they go where we don't know.
I will not allow you to. Hey, help me, 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 help me. If they carry me, they go where I don't know. Help me, help me, help me.
So Atiku and Tinubu decided to trade words, and just like as expected, Atiku said, listen to this. So this, they call them two top party candidates, two top candidates for 2023, two rogues. There is an intel on Atiku, yeah, on how, including Kwakwanso, on how they influenced or they have influenced religious crisis in northern Nigeria, especially in Kano. You know who is called Bafarawa, Kwakwanso, and the rest of them. There is an intel. Now, when it comes to the whole world, how they see your criminal Tinubu and Atiku, yeah? Atiku is indicted in America for the indicted of a corruption where his wife, Jennifer, helped Atiku to launder over $40 million into America. Jennifer got arrested. They did a plea bargaining, but she's an American, okay? Now, not just that, that's on Atiku. Therefore, they said Atiku cannot go to America. That's a compromise on the future president of Nigeria. As for Tinubu is also a compromised human being or leader that so many of you are also hoping to become to be your president, Otabi. In America, Tinubu is a former heroin dealer, is a former money launderer, is a former plea deal bargainer from the American justice system. So if you now present any of them as your president in 2023, what are you going to get? A shameless nation that brought upon themselves rogues or a rogue as their own leader. Then they are looking for a miracle that their country is going to be better. America doesn't really care, but they will milk it in case if you don't know, right? Look at this. When America see Tinubu, this is what they will be seeing, in case if you don't know, okay? So for those who have actually worked all their lives to build the reputation they have managed to end today as Yorubas, let me tell you something. There is no amount of emotional blackmail that will make them, right, to say, oh, I'm a Yoruba man. This rogue heroin dealer and all of that is my fellow Yoruba man. Don't let anybody blackmail you. When America see Tinubu, now waiting that they see be this. Are you with me? This is waiting. Tinubu people are going to be paying hundreds of millions of dollars to continue to at least make sure that the thing no affect them. As we talk right now, they will milk it. Una know they shameless people. Shameless Agbado and the rest or whatever they call yourself. Today, the debt of Nigeria has made Nigeria insolvent. I don't know the meaning, but they said the insolvent means bankrupt or somebody we don't they broke. We don't get money again. Are you with me? I've told you this about the economic collapse of Nigeria. Okay, this is what Tinubu said is coming to help you continue. You better run. Now look at this. So in 2022 alone, where they are servicing debt for Nigeria, the money to service debt and the money they raised, there is now shortages, whereby Nigeria can no longer even service. Nobody say pay debt. Oh. Now you can no longer service your debt. You are running out, which means Nigeria will need to borrow money. Nigeria will have to go and borrow money to pay. In order to service their debt, they need to borrow more money. This is the economy they are coming to come and help you. You know, this is what you want to keep together. This is what Obi want to take from consumption to production. They deceive themselves. So the bottom line is this. Atiku, Tinubu, and many others who are angling up that they have a solution to what Boko Haram and gang have done. Yeah? If you ask me, and I'm saying it to you if you think, yeah, they are threats to your lives. And you will know later. Some of you, even those of you who don't like me, you don't like my face, I understand. But you know one thing, you are going to realize this later. When you realize that Maiyegun is telling you this truth, you are going to drop them like a rotten pawpaw, and you will take back not just, you will not be taking back Nigeria, you will be taking back your liberty, your freedom. Then you will chart a new course that has no interference from Nigeria. Take that to the bank. I have a bit of an update to give us on our own intervention and what have you we do on Maiyegun's diary Politico. Okay? So we said we should go back onto our publicity and what have you. I have worked on that, or should I say, I am still working on that, but I already have a rough estimate of what I think we'll be able to do. So which means we have major highways that we intend to cover that lead to these major Yoruba, areas in Nigeria. The areas like going to Kogi, we are intending to put a notice on there. When you come to Kwara, so we intend to put one along Ilorin Kwara State route, major highway there. We intend to go to Badagry, where we also want to put a notice there. We also intend to keep our notice on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, a major highway. We also want to put that up as well. Same thing going to Ondo, Ekiti, and all these axes. We intend to put about 3 of our signboards there as well. Now, distance, and then now the politicians are also have been told are buying up all the major spaces where they want to put up their posters, their lies out there. We have a cost effect of this on us. Anyway, I have managed to round that up that this is going to be costing us over 1.5 million naira. We have the money and we will pay for that. But at the end of the day, I will get you to see what the design is, what are the areas we're putting this up, just to raise that little awareness as we plan. Also, on this platform, somebody suggested, I remember, that if we want to make sure that everything we want to do, we continue to do them, then we must continue our fundraisers. Remember? And he actually suggested that we should dedicate a day in every week to for everyone to contribute £20 or $20 every week. And in this, we can use them to finance all our programs, including our publicity as well. That individual, that brethren is probably watching right now as well, right? Well, I have reviewed that. Okay, so what we have is that you don't need to pay up £20 or what have you. I mean, you can still go up there and put up your contribution and donation towards this. Thank you. But you can also set up a direct debit now. Yeah. And it will only cost you £6 a month, which means with this, yeah, we can now say we would have a regular inflow temporarily until the launch of our own Yoruba Union, a sort of platform where we intend to bring together all of the Yorubas all over the world who want this particular freedom, as we have been yearning for it, a breakaway from Nigeria that is, clearly clearly defined enough that everyone can plug in. Yes, a platform that makes you or gives you a sense of belonging, and why this is actually important, that you should be part of it. So a platform that makes it realer than you can, you can imagine yourself, until we launch that in the next 7 days, I've been told, or 8 days. In a week or so time, we would have an opportunity to congregate on platform where we can share all these ideas, ideals, volunteer to take this up than what we have done so far. So until we launch that, which comes up in about 8 days' time, you can pick up this link in the comment section, right? Pick it up and you can sign up for a £6 a month. And if we have, let's say we have a 2,000 of us who signed up for that, £6 a month, that should be about $12,000. I mean, £12,000 a month. Temporarily, that will go a long way. Meanwhile, we are going to resume our fundraiser because we intend now to go back into financing projects as we've done in the past, in the last 3-4 months or so. Okay. Also, I have managed to also release a fund this time around for setting up of our own platform, like we discussed before. This Yoruba Union, starting with the domain, the website, the security, and also the back-end processor of our different contributions as we've been doing. All of this that will put all these, all these projects in a more trackable way. I've started funding that, so I'll give you the account of that at some point as well. Also, we intend to pay the upfront charges for the recruited consultants who is going to put together all the legal frameworks for this our platform called the Yoruba Union, the one that will give us all the legal backing to do all we intend to do, not just in Yoruba land, even to ourselves, for ourselves, all over the world as Yorubas. Our intention is noble. Our intention is good. And we will do this legally. And then, except we choose not to, I believe we are on the path or pathway to making a difference that will come so soon, enough for you and me to track. And we said it, we will be open to make mistakes. And from our mistakes, we will learn to triumph. So here we are. If you see the link in the comment section, you can set it up. It's going to be £6 a month. And at some point, it's going to be closed. When it is closed, you will be able to use your setup, account on the Yoruba Union, which is also going to be linked to the Yoruba Rescue Fund, where you will be able to volunteer to help us carry out all our noble ideas. Now I'm going to take a break, take a few calls. This is where you can call in, ask questions, add to what I have said. Before the Boko Haram, parade Boko Haram, parade El-rufai, parade your senators, parade your governors. Yeah, you might have one or two things to add too. But thanks so much for being with me all this while. Thank you very much. So like the video if you haven't, and then when I get back, I'll start taking calls. The number is on your screen. You can use that too. Don't go anywhere.
Buhari is a
Hello there.
Yeah, Maiyegun, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Yes, Olatokunbo from London.
Satox from London. So, Olatokunbo.
Yeah, I tried to call him last night, but I couldn't get hold of you.
I know. I saw you, all that effort, but
yeah, I could see it. I could see that. You're looking at it. I was saying, my mind was saying, am I able to read me? It was late. And
there are people that I will see and I'll be like, oh, look at that effort. This person must have called like 50 times. But sometimes when I'm about to take your call, right, it will cut off. Another person is when the caller is hanging up. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm glad you made it the first one tonight, sir. So good to have you.
Maiyegun, I don't know. Did you see the video of those terrorists flogging people in the bushes and everything?
I couldn't share that on this platform again because I did.
Now let me tell you something tonight.
Yes, sir.
This evening I was talking to my children and I told them about that video. I said I can't my girls, I can't show you this video. It's nasty because when I grew up in Lagos, because I grew up in VI, and I said to myself, this was not the Nigeria that I knew. But drawing back on that, what is the point? We're not the same people. Or Muslim, Christian. It doesn't matter. We're not the same people. Let us go our separate ways. What is the problem? Tinubu has no agenda. Atiku has no agenda. No. Even Peter Obi, I don't think Peter Obi has got a good vision in a country that works. Yeah, he's got a good vision in the country. But Tinubu and Atiku, they just want to become president. Yes, I was the president of Nigeria. Okay, yes. What is Tinubu's manifesto? It's going on.
He destroyed Lagos. Where Buhari stops.
Buhari? Where has Buhari stopped? Flogging innocent people. Fathers being flogged in front of their children. The father cannot defend his daughter or son.
There's a man among them, Baba. There's this man among them. This guy, they said, is an assistant lecturer in China, one university there, right? He was invited back to Nigeria to come and teach. Like those who oh yeah, I want to go back and do something for my country. The guy was just traveling. They abandoned Kaduna-Abuja Expressway because of these bandits, right? Now they got caught while taking the trains. And it's been how many days now? Since March 28th.
Maiyegun, another thing. You remember I told you last night, did you check the schematics on that northern Nigeria as to southern Nigeria, the population-wise? Please enlighten our people that northern Nigeria is not as populated as southern Nigeria. Forget it.
Them, yes.
That myth has got to be trashed. That myth has got to be trashed. Lagos alone is even more than half of the northern Nigeria. And Nigeria is not over 200 million people. It's not possible.
No, Nigeria is not.
It's not possible.
They keep branding shit down.
It's not possible because when they over budget for reasons to steal money. Yes. Nigeria is not 200 million. It's not possible. Texas is bigger than Nigeria. Texas, go and look at it. Texas is bigger than Nigeria. America is about 350 million people. Texas alone is bigger than Nigeria. Then where do you fit 200 million people into? Maiyegun, please. Please help me. I don't know, because just help me enlighten people.
Because you see, sir, everything you are saying, they are facts, okay? There are people who are finding difficult, right, to accept. But we have to keep saying it. You know, that they don't want it or they don't accept it doesn't make it real. We keep telling them that, listen.
They said, the Lord has got the power. We've got the numbers. What numbers? What numbers?
Which number?
They know what numbers.
They determine everything. If you see the crowd here, if you see the crowd here,
Maiyegun, one of your segments. Please take 5 states in northern Nigeria, the most populated 5 states in Nigeria, and take the most populated 5 states in southern Nigeria. Only in Yoruba land. Forget Igbo land. Because if you add Igbo land, forget that one, we blow them up. And they will not tell you that, okay, in northern Nigeria, 50 million people voted. Which 50 million people? What would they need? They're giving you fictitious data. That's the reason why Nigeria can move forward. We've got no proper data system.
Nothing.
Our elderly. Okay. Look at what you're doing for the elderly in Odubolu. Those women, they come forward. Are we supposed to be giving them money? The money should be in the system to give to them. Why?
Easily, without anyone,
That's evil.
You know, it's sad. Baba, continue.
They should be able to go to a particular place, local government to Mama Kule Utidele, you the 5,000 in Loshi, not pay you, you don't do your healthcare. Go here, go and do your healthcare there. Free healthcare. These people have served the country.
You know?
Every other month, Maiyegun is going to enjoy in the country. Now, Maiyegun, look at you know, I mentioned this to you sometime before. Sorry, I'm at the best. I mentioned it sometime before. I said, imagine the skill set of people we have in this country. Let's say the UK alone, I'm talking about America. Skill set of doctors, engineers, broadcasters like yourself. Imagine that skill set being poured back into Yoruba land. How beautiful will Yoruba land look? Come on, really? We've got civil engineers. We've got massive brilliant doctors here. We've got everything we need. And they want to know resources were like Yoruba and to see Loyinbo. And they're developing. Today, Maiyegun, in fact, Maiyegun, my body, please, can you tell me where do you find spare 2K? If you have 2K, where you know they use again, please, can I have it? 2K.
Online Almajiri now. We started under these people. Maybe I've done a program about it before, sir. Do you remember when I said we used to have corporate beggars at bus stops? Now you have them online. Yes. We call them Almajiri. Almajiri.
Maiyegun, can I get spare 2K there? Spare 2K. What is spare 2K? 2K, £3. Maiyegun, arrest my case. My brother. Based on security.
Somebody he was joking. Olatok, sir. He said, Maiyegun, I feel see like 30,000 for your hand there. Make I take and see front. My enemies are pursuing me. I said that's the situation you have in Nigeria today. Can you find me something? They will tell you, my mama swallow remote control. Oh, my son jumped from the 25-story building. And you just be like, and he no die. No, he never die. Help us. How much? 15,000 naira.
That's 3K there. When you give them, oh my God, I lost my case there.
Thank you so much, Stokes. Now, I have here another caller. Here we go. Hello there. Hello, can you hear me? Hang on. Let's see. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Now, this is Maiyegun, and who am I speaking with?
Chris. This is Chris from Lagos.
What did you say again?
Chris from Lagos.
Chris, how are you doing, Baba?
Yes, I'm fine.
Great. Yeah, man. So you're live. Everybody can hear you. Go on. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Moko need actually like sharing a loan like own surprise me. As in you really like understand. That's Chief Numbu. Is somehow very desperate. Cherry desperation here is overwhelming. As in I can't channel see. But one mujoko is it that some restitution? As in possible, people some restitution.
That's a question to
Torí the way tí mo ṣe ń wò.
Baba, ẹ jẹ́ ká tún wò báyìí. Mi ò mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ share, right? Because you see,
ẹ mọ̀ pé
I like
idea
free
tèmi ni,
thinkers.
mo mọ̀ pé idea tèmi ni.
No,
Mo mọ̀ pé idea tèmi ni, ẹ mọ̀ pé.
Yeah, èmi like
Our logistic, I know of that.
Yeah.
Ben.
But ẹ jẹ́ kí n fún yín ní help kan báyìí sí, because ẹ máa jẹ́ kẹ́ wá lò yẹn náà, template yẹn, bóyá kẹ́ wá compare pẹ̀lú nǹkan tẹ́lẹ̀ sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ again sí. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ pé restitution is for people who have who believe that probably maybe I've done something wrong, but I need to correct it, right? Now, if you have a chance of correcting anything, somehow, ibi tó ti ṣe majority àwọn kìnnìkì ṣe Nigeria ló ní Tinubu ṣe anything for per se, right? Tabayọ ti Buhari kúrò.
Yeah.
So most of nǹkan tó ṣe tó affect àwọn èèyàn juju táwọn èèyàn ò mọ̀ ní pé it all happened in Lagos, then it spread down to Yoruba land. We saw the
Yoruba land, yes, exactly.
Pit majority. Now, those are the areas we would have expected some restitution, Abi. Kò ń ṣe èèyàn tó ná. Bàbá ẹ máa gbọ́, kò ń ṣe èèyàn tó ná over 6 billion naira. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Láti get ticket party ẹ̀, including tó ń pín 100 million naira fáwọn èèyàn kó lọ máa gba form. Èmi ò rí bí restitution, no, but again, like you said, God knows which part of the whole area you pick it from. That is Robin, but I would love to hear more. Tell me.
Where mo support the that silly man.
Go on, sir.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, mo kon as in Cherry mo kon wo àwọn records there mo follow it up. That desperation, as in that desperation spirit, what could be behind it? Gongon, killing, as in, Cherry, only stage you can tell, yes, a man must be somehow desperate, but his own, were extremely high. For example,
for example, like who would do that to themselves? If you are not feeling that well, do that to yourself.
Is it that people face restitution so that and so that position here then could she restitution could correct our but to my own that is my own.
No, I mean, like, you know one thing, sir. Yeah,
understand.
Kì í ṣe one way thinker níbí, you know, because what I'm saying, you know, I've been sharing ideas in it. Because you saw this thought, all this thought, Baba. Yeah, they are also good for an healthy mind. And to be healthy mind, right? But from it, and if I realize I'm going to drop some thoughts about cross mind. For example, restitution. Desperation, well, time will tell, won't it?
Okay. Order.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Now that's from Chris. Chris who called in from Lagos. Chris,
hello, sir.
Hello, ma. 1 second, ma. Just 1 second. So Chris had this idea that, well, like what could have been the reasons behind the desperation of Tifnumbu, that in that state of health, right, and possibly with what he's been blessed with, as they say, what he's been managed to steal, that what could make him so desperate that he just want to be, and he doesn't care whatever is he going to be, even if he has to burn Nigeria down, it doesn't really matter. Then he said maybe he's coming to, do some restitution, that is to correct some certain things done before now and all of that. And I just said, well, that's healthy. It's just that it is not plausible. Hello, ma. Yes, ma.
So, nígbà tí ọjà jóná ní Èkó, nígbà tí calamity ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn ní Èkó, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, kí ni wèrè kọlu, kí ló sọ sí? Nígbà tí wọ́n pa ọmọ bàbá Fásiròsì, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, kí ni condolence statement tó fún wọn níbẹ̀? Ní ìgbà tí àwọn Fúlàní lọ sí Ìgàngàn, tí wọ́n lọ pa àwọn èèyàn ní Ìgàngàn, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, kí ni statement tí Kọ́lú sọ tó fi compensate Yorùbá àbí ó fọ́ lójú tí ojú inú ẹ̀ bá fọ́ títòdí ẹ̀ fọ́ etí ẹ̀ di kò gbọ́ gbogbo tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Yorùbá ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ káwọn kankan gbé wa mọ́ra ara desperado wọn nìyẹn desperado wọn náà ló gbé wọn wá 2015 bó ṣe ru desperado orí burúkú wọlé nìyẹn tí gbogbo wa sọ yí pé Boko Haram tó bá débẹ̀ he will do some gbogbo wa la believe see where we are today desperation wọn iná ló gbé wọn kọ́ àwọn bo ló gbé wọn lọ invite àwọn terrorists wọn lù wá lórí desperado wọn iná ni APC ẹgbẹ́kẹ́gbẹ́ iná ni àwọn ló kó àwọn pàyọ̀pàyọ̀ wọlé àwọn ló da ìlú rú àwọn ló bà ìlú yẹn jẹ́. Now another desperado is coming. I was thinking about it ẹni sùúrù o ṣé kì í ṣe àfiṣe fún àwọn pípú yìí because every desperado wọn every desperation wọn every single move that these people move due to desperation cost Nigerians a lot. And you can check their record from 2015 till date.
He's always there. And it keeps their fight, keeps piling up.
And another desperation, another desperado is coming. Oh Lord, have mercy. Nigeria don't enter one chance.
One way traffic.
Kò bá wá tiẹ̀ wá jẹ́ gbàgbà tiẹ̀ rẹ̀ Atiku àbí kí ló lóhùn jẹ́.
Àwọn èèyàn ní
Atiku tó ti fi Dubai ṣẹlẹ̀.
Wọ́n ti kú o if you take ariwo tó máa pa nìyẹn fún ànádà ọdún mẹ́jọ tó bá já ti kú wọn náà lọ́lọ́ gbé wá Atiku.
Kò sí ìyàtọ̀ nínú ọmọ tá a bá ń tálẹ̀ gbogbo wọn. Ìyàkọ̀ sọ kọ́kọ́ tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ kò sí. Àti àwọn wèrè tó ṣe wípé you can check their record. The experience wọn they have a record. They brought in all this terrorism due to the experience.
Ó contest against the Obasanjo, I mean sorry, Kilotingpe, Jonathan lákọ̀ọ́kọ́. Ó contest against the ó ti contest against the Buhari. And sin báyìí sin yóò máa contest against the Kọ́lú.
Can you imagine another desperado? Kọ́lú is so desperate. It is so obvious. It just made you wonder, hold on, why is this guy so desperate? Everybody is asking the same question. I was talking to somebody lately. The person, the woman is over 80 something. He said it. She said, Kilong Bebo Kọ́lú so desperate like this. This man is so desperate. And Yoruba can see it. But this man is so desperate. And because of his desperation, he's ready to sell everything sellable. Everything, everything, Àdúrà ni kí Yorùbá gbà o. The only solution tó wà nílẹ̀. Abuja ò sí ní ọ̀run ọ̀pẹ. Ibi tí Yorùbá bá gùn ló máa bá kalẹ̀.
That's right.
Break it up. Kíkàlùkù máa lọ, kíkàlùkù lọ jẹ́ orúkọ dáadé. This not what I don't pass Gary. Because kò sí nǹkan kan lẹ̀ mọ́. Gbèsè tó wà lẹ̀ wọ́n lè sọ́tọ́.
They can't do woman, before December, they will not be able to pay so many salaries. In fact, not just them not being able to pay. Some businesses in Nigeria will not be able to pay their workers. These are not government official, government businesses now. Before December, some businesses.
That one is already on the ground.
Now, Esma, if you want to know how messed up they have made Nigeria, they said you will see an Aboki standing beside a hotel in Lagos. He has over $20,000 in his pocket, over 20,000 pounds sterling in his pocket to change for you. But if you go to the bank cannot get you 1,000 pounds without you writing a letter. That's how messed up Nigeria has become. You see that person who has $20,000 or 20,000 euro in his pocket, standing beside a hotel in Lagos, If you want another $100,000 after giving you what he has, he will make a call there. A bank manager in Yoruba land cannot do same. That's how messed up it has become. Now, people don't know They want to be president. They want to elect president. You have no idea.
They have no idea. The country is gone. It's gone. It's kaput. Can people see? And this is one thing. That they say, people you and he doesn't worry, but you see how they try to cajole them psychologically.
Selective amnesia, Stockholm syndrome, and their selfishness, the greed.
So bad they hakuku tunse so bad they fire on the mountain. Fire on the mountain. Inonjolori kokoni.
Thank you so much, ma.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma. So that's Lori. So here we go. I have another call on the line, and hopefully we get connected. It's like it's about to. Right. So thank you so much for still watching, and then for those who are still like calling as well. Somehow I have a connection problem with you, sir. You might have to try again. I'm going to take another one. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir.
Oga. Win this city, no, sir.
Say that again, sir.
Win this city.
Oh, sir. Windy City. How are you tonight?
Yes.
Oh, this afternoon.
I'm fine. You?
Well, I'm still here,
afternoon.
I know. I'm still here surviving.
Okay.
So it's good to hear from you.
It's very actually new, but who are very depressing. Baby or Ishika, everybody Lara, I want to one Nigeria who count Lara. Case in point, she born about because I was waiting for something today. Go to the pay program. I was waiting for something. Nigeria would have shared it. And I was so from your program, previous program, you got to impersonate our pastors. Are you with me?
I'm with you, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But I impersonate our pastors.
Our bishops, yeah.
You said something. Yeah. You said something. That idiot can't be feel pata the bishop. You see? You see, the thing to shelling, you said something. What you said was like, if this happened to be a Christian mocking a Muslim,
I'm discuss with you, and you know one thing, sir. Those are the rest, even when southern Nigeria, they will justify it and say, why did you people go and do that now? Why did you go and mock their religion now? And all of that stuff. Sir, I can tell you another one, sir.
Now,
people said,
yes,
announcement APC Muslim ticket. One pay major political party, but that same APC to declare Christian ticket. Riot ma break out in Kano, break out everywhere, not in it. Do you know that?
Oh Lord!
Like naturally,
and we are calling it to say one Nigeria.
They say we should tolerate ourselves.
Anyway, what I was expecting in Nigeria, especially in Yoruba State, New Sunday, every pastor should she worthy or come up come but we can service where you can no.
All of them.
You know, blasphemy now. Be chief imam Sokoto.
So, but present be Shogoto Kano Kawashime presenting as their spiritual leader from
it's not so what did happen because I was waiting we can body is like Nigeria our Christian one Lord church they are on the street not causing riot to okay said. So I mean we are too we are just too cold.
Yes.
Nobody is cool. I mean you go fire.
Talking about
you go fire, you go. Yeah. So you know what I don't know. I want to go to get Christian leader. Do they say anything about it? When you can run for us, I be also. So
sir, do you want to know what is going on? Do you know what is going on, sir? I have been reliably informed, and they said that you see all this Christian Association of Nigeria and all of those supposed Christian leaders in Nigeria who are not avowed to this Muslim ticket in APC. As we are talking right now, some of them are finding it difficult to reject the 100 million naira check they are giving to them. And in the next few days, Lord, they may likely begin to endorse the Muslim ticket and explaining it away. When you see them, Baba, just know that that's the sign.
Okay.
They are not going to put gun on anybody's head. There are people who are ready.
Okay. Okay. That being said, the same people will now turn around. Mama blame why Tinubu vita to be tabu Yoruba for our because make no mistake, reason my sorrow all along he was there, he was part of the people come plan and terrorists for election by. I mean, he was
exactly.
Meeting for bank. If anything is happening, everybody come out that anything because what your mom by any. So what your mom by any now? Tinubu party on APC of a co-terrorist wọlé nígbà yẹn because what you pay if the election don't go their way, there have been something monkey blood mixing with people's blood, whatever. So if you about no by what just meeting any we do at least hey.
Walk out.
I don't care. In as much.
Shibok, yes, sir. You want to kidnap a Shibok, yeah. Tinubu and Co. Go into immediately by what went into town near Tolos America. Pay and lobbyists. They become one make Obama carry placard free Shibok girls. See.
Yeah.
1 milk. They be paid between more agree, Baba.
So yeah, they look. Obvious. Is very plain sight. But it's comment. You that you want to be the president. You are claiming you bad people, but one do powerful you back. One to church you came numb.
No, you still continue to say people should be grateful. If not for APC, their life would have been worse. That's what they are doing now, sir. Once come on, do what you power, you know. Be grateful that you have not been killed. If not for APC, they would have killed you now. I mean, imagine a Lagos Abobaku saying, if not because of Tinubu, there are some of us in Yoruba land who don't support Tinubu right now. Some of us will be in Benin Republic by now because Boko Haram would have chased everybody away. That's what a Lagos Abobaku is using to blackmail somebody like me. Sir.
Maiyegun, but I'm telling you, it's very, very depressing. It's very, very. I can't afford not to listen to your program, but at the same time, All that be pay be I don't know what their problem is. I really don't. And
then listen, see, and part of
anyway, right? Their monkey will go to the market and it will not return.
That is when the Bedu enter body.
Okay. The jig is up. America, the jig is up.
It's up.
Yellow gateway. I already felt at the carry on, Mr. Maiyegun.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for all this.
Have a good day.
Take care.
No problem. Okay. Bye bye now.
Bye bye, sir. So I have another caller here. Hello there. Give me a second. Something is okay. I think that's it. Hello there.
One name,
the number. That's me. So how are you? One name.
Yeah, at the moment. Okay.
Keduka the mama, brother.
Anyway,
greetings to your second number, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. I use the two numbers simultaneously so that if I can check in,
I know.
Good
you
for
know
me.
what it takes, especially to get through. And sometimes it
looks
easier, and sometimes it doesn't. So you might need to what's it they call it? M30 or something before you can enter this kind of arena.
Yeah.
Glad you made
greetings
it.
To you. Yeah, greetings to you and your family.
Thank you so much. Same.
And everybody that believes on the good work you have been doing. Greetings to including those that are set and those that didn't accept.
Everybody might
That's
collect. That's true. Everybody might buy.
Everybody might. I've been watching and really, I didn't want to, because sometimes I try to listen so that I can listen to everybody. But the three previous caller, right, that said something about restitution. Number one, I don't think anybody in this world have seen anybody who wants to make restitution or somebody who wants to ask for forgiveness or somebody who wants to confess of a crime that he has committed, and that person will come and go to the town crier and say, please, I want to confess, I want to repent, I want to repent. No. Restitution or repentance comes with quiet conscience. It comes with quietness, meekness. You have to be meek. When you see somebody wants to make restitution, the Bible says, by their fruit we shall know them. That is the proverb.
That's right.
We shall know them. This was somebody in the front of his eyes, his hotel. If you want to call Tinubu today, the place you talk about is that hotel. Oriental. That's the first thing that comes to everybody's mind. In the front of your hotel, armies were ordered to kill, to shoot. Did you say anything about it?
No.
When did it happen? That thing happened about 2 years ago, and they ordered to shoot and they killed children. Did Tinubu say anything about it? He didn't say nothing about it. Every atrocities that have happened in Yoruba land, in the southern part of Nigeria, did Tinubu say anything about it? He said nothing about it. Even the simple strike that academic union, they've been on strike. Has he said anything about it? He said nothing about it. So how do you think he will come up here?
That is what they call the conspiracy of silence, Osita. Remember?
That
there's something in between.
Yes, you came back as you said it. That is a conspiracy of silence. Because you are part of the demonic wave that is going on in that country.
Tell them, Osita.
He is the embodiment of evil that is happening in that country. So why is somebody thinking? The reason I called is just for me to talk about this particular subject so that another person will not come and ask the same question and start winning people into their own side. That's what can Baba say? Do you think this is a military era? This is not a military era that you think you can go there just as one man and you just everything you say, is affair. It doesn't work.
That's where some people are laughing at Peter Obi as well, and so many people are also expecting a lot of miracles there. But
it doesn't work that way. So let no man come here and say, "Oh, that's only Baba." What Baba? Somebody said Tinubu is not going to die. Tinubu will live and see what he has.
That's one thing, Osita. Wicked people don't die like that. Some people don't know.
He's not dying. And let anywhere I am, if somebody is praying that he should die, I don't accept that prayer.
It doesn't work
because number one, wicked people. It doesn't work that way. He will be alive to see what he did to himself. Because why I say he will be alive and see what he did to himself, he will become irrelevant in the affairs of Lagos, not even in the affairs of the nation. At the affairs of Lagos, he will become irrelevant. That wherever they call his name, people will throw stones. That is the thing that he's going to realize. Day before yesterday, or was it yesterday that you made this thing of the issue of this Muslim ticket that everybody will keep talking about. When you were talking about the transformation of Lebanon to Islam, then when you look at it, the Yoruba to Islam, didn't about is the Islamization of the whole region called Nigeria, the contraption called Nigeria.
And it all starts from the intolerance, Baba. They will use our openness that people feel like, Yorubas, Southerners mostly, they just don't really care about religion that much. Yeah? But we are now having that as our own disadvantage now because we are now having infiltrators who are now spreading intolerance among the people. Like I call it a cancer.
Yes, my brother. Remember, I think it was the first or the second day I called into this your program.
Yeah.
That has become part of me. That is my program as well. I am proud to associate myself with you.
Bless you, bro.
You remember I said something concerning the Yoruba Muslims.
Yes.
I said that is the weakness that they have in the western part of Nigeria is the Yoruba Muslims. I thank God that one of the
Murik became notorious after that. I still remember that too, Osita.
Yes. So the reason I said those things is because the Muslims in Yoruba land, they feel that when it comes to religion, they and this Fufude, that they share something, they have something in common. I want you to look at something. The whole Obas in the Yoruba land, go and look at them. 85% of them are Muslims. If you are a Christian, you hardly get a stool in Yoruba land.
Because some Christians always reject the process and everything that makes you an Oba. They say, no, it's against my religion. Some run away. Only a few stay back.
Yes, they run away. So this thing has been a gradual process. Olu, my own senatorial district where I come from, a friend of mine, the uncle, the man is late now. He used to be the chief imam of Olu. Yes. And he's an Igbo man. They were born in the north.
An Igbo man just interpreted or translated the Quran to Igbo now. Have you seen that?
My brother sent that to me today. Yeah, my brother sent it to me.
That actually got so many Biafrans raging, especially online. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Osita.
So what am I trying to say? We just wake up, but they've been on this journey for so long.
Yes. It's a long
I am never against religion. I don't play religion. Even the Christianity. It is not because of your name is Paul. That means you're a Christian.
An average Southerner doesn't care about religion. Whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, they just want to live
or
their
a
own
Muslim.
life.
everybody wants to live their own life.
We don't care.
But now they seem to they seem to take advantage of what our tolerance. They take advantage of it. Like the last caller said, believe me, you don't expect a pastor to say there's not going to be church today, there's going to be protest tomorrow, that they impersonated the church. One thing, anybody that gets to listen, one thing that people embrace Christianity, one of the reasons they embrace Christianity as a religion, I'll come to you and I'll preach to you, is either you accept it or you don't accept it. I am not going to quarrel over it with you, to fight you that you must accept my own ordinances. But in the case of these people, this Fufudi, you must accept it. If you don't accept it, it's an infidel. No Christian
rejection is never acceptable to them, because they'll just be like, oh, then you are infidel, we're trying to save you.
Yes, rejection is never affiliated to Christendom. So it is not as if maybe I'm not saying that the Christians, oh, they are perfect, but in everything that you are doing, if you cannot learn how to accommodate, tolerate people, that means you are worse than the devil. You are worse than the devil.
You know what Shagari's son, Osita, Shagari's son, he tweeted something 2 days ago, right? And what he tweeted was that he sometimes wondered how the Yoruba Muslims are so tolerant, that whenever they are talking, he's referring to Tinubu, by the way, wait for it to sit. I said, he sometimes wondered how Yoruba Muslims are so tolerant of the Yoruba Christians. That Yoruba Christians will be making political statements without consequences. That, girl, that nobody will try that with them in northern Nigeria. Now, emphasis, Osita, emphasis on tolerance. And the following ones, right? Yoruba, Muslim, Christian, tolerance. Emphasis on those keywords.
Anyway, the emphasis there is, like I've always said, that education, in the contraption, in that contract of that contraption, Nigeria, education played against the southern part of Nigeria negatively somehow. And education and lack of education in the northern part of Nigeria played positively in the hands of their masters over there. So they are elite over there. So that is what you are seeing. I am telling you, anybody who has, okay, take for example, let's say, take for example, the Chinese today. The Chinese, when it comes to the equation of knowing God, the way we preach about God, the Chinese don't know anything concerning this thing. But the truth is that in China, you respect the laws of the land, the way the land has to be. I traveled to China one particular time, and we were trying to talk about, the way things are done in China. Do you know what the Chinese man that was there? We just found out they were leaving us. You know why they were leaving us? When we were trying to discuss that thing. One of them now later told me, he said, that if we are discussing this thing, that the Chinese government will tolerate us because of we didn't come from China. But if you see them, if they talk that nonsense that they are talking, they will deal with them. That is the way a nation is supposed to be.
Osita, let me tell you something. I don't know if you have ever thought about this yourself, okay? That, let's be sincere. Doesn't mean that we couldn't become Christian or Muslims later in our lives, right? Imagine if we were colonized by China. Do you know that you and I will be speaking the Mandarin and will be Buddhist mostly? Do you know that? If Nigeria was colonized, not by British or Africa, by, you know what I mean? If Africa was colonized, or let me say part of Africa was colonized by Chinese, we will probably not know about Allah or about Jesus. We will know about Buddhism. But some people don't know that. That is why when people say God doesn't have a religion, okay? God, according to those who know better, believe that it's actually love, and he lives here in your heart. If your heart is so wicked, right, and you claim to be Christian or Muslim, you are not representing God. Be honest. Because you see those excuses
You
you
are
are
not.
giving, you could have identified as someone else if China was the one that colonized you. But love is one, and it's the same. Universal, isn't it? Osita?
Love is one. Love is universal. Love is not just a culture. Love is a spirit because it's what you believe in. Love is a seed that is planted in the heart of every man. It is left for you to grow that love. That is something that people don't understand. When you are here now talking, people will think, oh, maybe you have something to do with, you have something against Tinubu, you have something against this one, you have something against that one. But that is not what we are talking about. What
they are doing is a threat to my life, and I'm speaking out like everybody should.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And what you are talking about here is that you are trying to express how you feel concerning what is happening today.
Yes.
I was online today, this morning, before I left for church, and I saw another thing that happened. One of these white garment movement, their woli, or what they call it, the guy came out and he was blaspheming Tinubu, that they have to vote for Tinubu, or Yoruba have to, you know. And one of them now said, just like that gentleman that came up here, he said, oh, Loto, that we should think about it, that which of the candidates is as good as Tinubu. And I said, this, what I wrote there was, this kind of question in 2022.
Honestly.
I'm telling you, the whole media caught fire. So that was when I just went back there and I wrote it there. Don't worry, collect 10,000. By the time you divide 10,000 by 660 naira, you will get about $15 plus. That is what you are going to sell your soul for in the next.
Is that all you want?
In the next 4 years. Because they can't give you more than 10,000 naira. I said, go and look at the pastors. The other one that the hired pastors, they are the hired personnel that they hired. They gave them, they said they were going to give them 100,000. They gave them 40,000.
40,000, yeah.
So if they promised that they were going to give you guys 10,000, believe me, I said 10,000, what you will have. Well, you will get 4,000. I said, so don't worry.
Let me
Thank you very much, my
I don't know why I enjoy talking to you a lot, Osita, right? Sometimes I just break the protocol. You know I do that, right? Normally, you have all the time. It's because I love talking to you. You always come by with.
Thank you very much.
Soundbite.
So thank you,
Osita. I'll speak to you again, eh? So let me take another one. This time around, I hope it's glad it connects. Hello, sir.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon to you. Calling from the US, I believe, and then good evening from here, sir.
How you doing, my brother?
I am holding by, sir.
Let me just tell you, good job. You are doing a very, very good job, Maiyegun.
Thank you.
And you know what?
Yes,
I don't know where to start. I don't know what to say. Nigeria our people at home, like everybody has been saying, it's like they don't know what is coming. They don't even know. I was talking with somebody today, and the reply was, "Oh, Nigeria is good. We are doing fine. We are doing this. We are doing that." But they don't know what is coming. The issue of religion, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
When we look at the Christianity and Muslim, I mean, I'm not against any religion. No. You understand?
Yes, sir.
But I think I sent something to you a couple of days ago about the religious diversity map by states. I don't know, maybe you got it.
I haven't picked that up, but I will look it up. If you can just delve into it, sir, please.
Okay. When I say religious diversity map by state, let's start from Southeast. Abia, we have Christian. That is governor and the deputy. When you go to Anambra, we have Christian. Ebonyi, Christian. Enugu, Christian.
That's right.
Imo State, Christian. When you go to Northeast, Adamawa, we have Muslim Christian. Bauchi, we have Muslim. Borono, Muslim. Gombe, Muslim Christian. Taraba, Christian Muslim. Yobe, Muslim. And when you look at South, you will see Akwa Ibom, Christian. Bayelsa, Christian. Cross River, Christian. Delta, Christian. Edo, Christian. Rivers, Christian. When you go to Benue, you see Christian. Kogi, Muslim Christian. Kwara, Muslim Christian. Nasarawa, Muslim Christian. Niger, Muslim. Plateau, we have Christian.
Yeah.
When you go to Southwest, we have Ekiti, Christian. Lagos, Christian Muslim. Ogun, Christian Muslim. Ondo, Christian. Osun, Muslim Christian. Oyo, Christian Muslim. Northwest will give you Jigawa, Muslim. Kaduna, Muslim. Kano, Muslim. Katsina, Muslim. Kebbi, Muslim. Sokoto, Muslim. Zamfara, Muslim. When we now look at this, let's go to governors and deputy governors. Christian, we have 15, which are Christian, deputy and the governor. When we look at deputy and governor or Muslim, we have 11.
Right.
When we look at Christian Muslim, we have 4. Okay. And when we look at Muslim Christian, we have 6, which is 36.
Right.
So, fact number 1, the total state in Nigeria is 36.
That's right.
The Christian governors, Maiyegun, they are 20, which is about 56%. And the Muslim governors are 16, which is about 44%.
Okay.
Now, fact number 2. Still, we have 36 states. The Christian deputy governors are 22, which is 61%.
Is there a way you can wrap all the figure up to what you're going exactly, sir? Because,
Okay.
Please,
now,
what's the time?
Somebody called a while ago and was saying, its expectation today is that the pastors, the bishops, and those people should be on the street. There are these things about the Christians.
Yes, sir.
When you look at mostly Christians, Maiyegun,
yes, sir,
they are not so, how do I put it? There's no fanaticism so much in Christendom.
They are not really as fanatic as you see. But, protesting, does that require being fanatic to do that? Like expressing displeasure, having this advantage. Like going with your stance, going with your own statistics you shared. The Christians should find comfortable. Go on, sir.
When you look at it, they are so comfortable, and most of them are not true Christian leaders. They have turned Christianity into business. So, like that guy that was saying, expect TV, church open, then she won't need back 10%. It's what they call it.
So they are
and this so-called Muslim, the so-called Muslim we are talking about, like what Buhari said the other time, that those Fulanis, they are not Nigerian Fulanis. They are Fulani from the foreign country. But this is where we are. We remember when they were saying, the Fulanis from everywhere in the world should come to Nigeria.
That's
Nigeria
right.
is their country.
Because they consider Nigeria as their country. That's true.
This thing is not about religion, Muslim. They are not concerned. They are concerned mostly that we know that we are talking about is for them to take over that country. Maiyegun, the the terrorist guys that break Kuje Prison.
Yes, sir.
They announced that they're going to adopt Buhari and
They
adopt.
said they'll capture him. They'll capture him, capture El-rufai, capture some governors. They will bring them to the same place where they were beating those travelers that they kidnapped.
I saw where they were beating them. I felt so bad.
I know.
Let everybody be aware of this. Before now, what's his name? This IPOB leader,
Mazin Namdekanu.
Mazin Namdekanu was saying something about a fake Buhari in Asorok, right?
Jibri from Sudan.
Not Jibri from Sudan. Some of us believe that. Many of us doesn't believe that. But as we are talking today, Maiyegun,
yes,
Oshpapi the tailor is out of Kuje Prison. Nobody knows where he is. Sometimes ago, I think they said his lawyer was is somewhere safe. This. He doesn't want to come out.
Yeah, they said he's back in Kuje anyway. So there is this interview. I don't know how true that is anyway. Okay, there's this interview where he said I could have escaped with the Kuje when Kuje was broken into, but I'm still here. Oh, hang on. It's actually true. It's still in Kuje, sir, right? He appeared in court.
Okay.
Right? He told the court, he said, court should let him go. That if he wanted to escape, he would have escaped with the Boko Haram review. That court should consider that and let him go and treat himself. He's applying for bail. So he's still in Kuje, sir. He is.
Okay. Now, talking about adopting Buhari and El-rufai and so, Maiyegun, we will not be surprised if by tomorrow there's a news in Nigeria that Buhari has been adopted.
That one would be and at the end I don't think that's ever going to happen, Baba. I don't want to
Maiyegun, you can never tell because they have their plans.
Probably they will kill him if that should happen, rather than them letting them take him, Baba. I mean, there are some things that I want us to not, kind of
go into. We don't want to dabble into.
Because I mean, like if they do that, it's either they are ready to cause war, another war like what happened in Rwanda. You know when they killed the president in the plane crash. You remember the Susi and the Hutus? It happened that way. Except they are plotting something like that. You know they will not let them take Buhari like that. Have you seen his, maybe when he's no longer in power. You know what Namdekanu said, sir, that I kind of always kind of prick my mind, right? On this issue of Jibri. Namdekanu said, a time is going to come in Nigeria towards what is supposed to be the end of the APC tenure, right? Crisis will be so much, and suddenly Buhari will just disappear. Something will happen, like they will say, "Oh, it's a coup or something," and then everybody will no longer see Buhari in the public, right? They will say, "Oh, he's been kicked out. Oh, he's been this or that."
I'm going.
Okay, maybe
exactly where I'm going.
That one,
sir,
that one. Every time they ring bell in my head. Every time I'm thinking about this whole thing, sometimes I'm like, if that happens, or more.
Yeah. So, Maiyegun, let me just end it here. And about the finance stuff that you put up, you put it in pounds, right?
Yeah, but you always have it converted wherever you are joining from. So it's just going to take the value of that £6 from you. It may end up taking $7 from you, $8, or it may take €7.
It's about $7.20.
It's about $7.20. That's right.
I mean, that is just temporary, not the main one,
right? It is temporary, yes. You know why I decided to share that, sir? I'll tell you. That's not different from our intervention fund, by the way. It's just the same thing, okay? But the company that is handling the transactions to make sure that we are not receiving illegal money from people, okay? Verifying and all of that. That company now said the traffic of the donation was so huge that they created a link that people could set up a direct debit without having to always go there and type, and you know what I mean? We can set a direct. That's why they gave us that. It's temporary. We are launching our main platform on the 1st of August. Then we're going to launch the fundraising of it like a month after.
God bless you, Maiyegun.
And you too,
God
sir.
bless you. We're waiting for that.
Yes. And as we are talking, sir, you know one thing, as we are here, I've actually about
We will get there.
Yes, sir.
We will get there.
I believe.
God bless you, my.
And you too, sir. Thank you. So let me take another call. Here we go. When I see that Princess here, people are already telling you to go and call. Princess, is that you?
Yeah, good evening. Where you going?
Comments now. People are saying, Princess, it's your turn. It's your turn. Go. So here you are.
You're comment. Good evening. I'm doing fine. Where you go? You see, Baba, I said it before. Yeah, you look about the JGC, whatever country about the JGC. I don't know what people are thinking. I don't know what is going through their minds and all. But I do not see any 2023.
For people who can think.
I am not saying it. By military man take over last. And I said it on this program before.
That, by the way, because Nigeria was zero by you.
Exactly.
Like, Nigeria has no money to even service debt anymore. 100% of your revenue.
I said it a few months ago. I said it a few months ago. If people can go back to the previous videos, I said it a few months ago, and I said something at a time. I think last year or a year and a half or 2 years ago that the whole world thing is the pyramid. Àwọn Sherry Maiyegun, àwọn 1% kan wà lókè. Yeah? Àwọn yẹn wà ńbẹ̀. Wọ́n ṣe wèrè wọn, on control. The next line of that pyramid, àwọn ọlọ́pàá àti military, all constitute 4% tó kù. Maiyegun, àwa tá a wà lẹ́yìn àwọn yẹn, yeah? Àwa ni bíi 5% tá à ń jí àwọn òpònú àtàpọ̀dà àti àpọ̀dà láǹtóró, àpọ̀dà Yaba, àwa tá à ń jí wọ́n lẹ̀ lélẹ̀. 90% ń sùn lọ́wọ́ ni. That is it.
Àwọn ni wọ́n wà ní
90% àwọn tó kù àwọn lọ́wọ́ ń sàlẹ̀ pálápá. Thank you, Baba. Àwọn lọ́wọ́ ń sàlẹ̀ pálápátá yẹn.
Ẹ ti ń wo screen.
Àwọn yẹn gbogbo àwọn tó dúró yìí.
Online mọ́ kíní yẹn ni mo ṣe gbé sójú screen.
Bàbá àwọn eléyìí báyìí dúró ó yẹ kó wà lójú oorun ni cause àwọn tá à ń jí àwọn yẹn sì ń sùn lọ́wọ́. Àwọn tá à ń jí àwọn tó gbé so tó wà lórí screen yìí ó yẹ kó dùbúlẹ̀ ni.
Because show kí picture yẹn.
Ọ̀tá kì í jí àwọn eléyìí lọ́wọ́ ni. Tòró lórí burúkú wọn mi mọ ohun tó dánù Nàìjíríà tó ń wò. And you know what? Ọjọ́ táwọn 90 tó dúró bíi sàǹgbétọ́ yìí bá jí bàbá. Ó máa consume gbogbo àwọn tó wà lókè lórí first line of the pyramid ni. A very good example is the Aregbesol's video that I sent to you. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh, I haven't checked that. Tell me about it.
These people are scared of us, Baba. Tí o bá ti sí military or police escort in place, they are freaking scared of us. They are just normal people out there.
Ibi tó ti ń ronjẹ ní buffet, tó fẹ́ jẹun l'Amẹ́ríkà, right?
Exactly. Téèyàn kan yọ kámẹ́, ó sá ni, ó sá bí àtọ́lé.
Ó sá bí ehoro, bí ẹran tó sá wọnú ọgbà. Tẹ wá fẹ́ mú.
Exactly. These people are scared of us.
They should.
Tí ò bá sọ́lọ́pàá ń bẹ̀. Tí n bá rí Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá, mo lè fetí fà á wọ tọ́ílẹ̀tì kí dá ẹ̀ṣẹ́ kí ká gbogbo eyín fà níwájú ẹ̀. Kò sí ohun tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ because èmi tí mo rọ̀ṣẹ̀ bàbá, èmi tí mo rọ̀ṣẹ̀ Arẹ́gbẹ́ ó lè fi ìpòrùkà wà lọ́wọ́ mi pé mo fẹ́ pa òun ni, ó máa kó guiding everywhere ni.
They are afraid.
They must be.
So, any tí ó wá ń bẹ̀rù, ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí náà bẹ̀rù. No be juju be that.
Àkùkọ ọmọ lè kọ̀lọ̀kọ̀lọ̀ kọ́ta.
Bàbá, ṣé wèrè kọ́ nìyẹn ni? Nígbà tẹ́yìn tẹ́ pọ̀ jù wọ́n lọ. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń darí yìí, wọn ò lè kó wọn sínú warehouse kọ́kọ́ kún bẹ́ẹ̀. Láíláí. Wọn ò lè kó wọn síbẹ̀ kọ́ kún bẹ́ẹ̀. Fúlàní ṣe ferege. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Fúlàní bring it on. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Fúlàní máa bọ̀. Ṣé Fúlàní èyí ti ríbi tí ìyá Fúlàní ti pe Fúlàní tó ti kọ lẹ́tà sí rí. Àwọn ọmọ tó níran tó bá ti kúrò lé ọmọ ẹ̀yẹ ni wọ́n ń wá wọn. Kí fóònù tó dé ẹ̀rí ìyá Fúlàní kó kọ lẹ́tà sí Fúlàní rí. Fúlàní ò lájẹ̀s, nomadic ni wọ́n, ọmọ àlè ni wọ́n dey outcast. So kí ni ó dàbí kọ́ ní káwọn èèyàn wá kọ́ sùn sílẹ̀, kọ́ kúnlẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ńlẹ̀. Ọkọ̀wọ́ méjì sílẹ̀, ọkẹ́sẹ̀ méjì sílẹ̀ bí ajá. Ó wá gbé tébù sí wọn lẹ́yìn. Àwọn kàbáòsì wá ń jẹun lórí tébù yẹn. Àwọn tó kúnlẹ̀ Maiyegun ọjọ́ tó bá sì lè dìde níbi tó kúnlẹ̀ sí yẹn, that's the end of the game. Ẹn tó bẹ̀ máa dà sí pátá. Ẹn tátá máa wojú ẹ̀. So we should know the power we have. Ọjọ́ táwọn èèyàn wa bá ti mọ̀ pa àwọn lágbára. Ọjọ́ yẹn làwọn olórí burúkú ìrí gbogbo òṣì tó ń ṣe ti parí. Because in a country, yeah, political languages, they are designed to make life sound truthful. And to make murder, yeah, sound respectable.
That's right.
They also give appearance to solidity of pure wind. Àwọn èèyàn máa wò wá, politician á sọ fún pé atẹ́gùn tó fẹ́ ó wà solid gan, kí ló wà solid inú atẹ́gùn bàbá? Kò sí.
Fancy words.
So they are pathetic, pathological liars. And we should know that. Our eyes should be opened. Òyìnbó nífẹ̀ẹ́ wa. World Economic Forum was not set up to make any good happen to us. No. The records are there. The way they destroyed Africa from growing their own food, and it is there. We plant cocoa, we grow cocoa here. Yeah, Maiyegun òyìnbó ló decide iye tá ń ta cocoa. Ṣé wọ́n ní access láti decide iye tó ń ta chocolate ni? No. Why should 1 unit of their money be 700 units of mine?
Because
èmi ni mo ní raw material ńlẹ̀. Why should they dictate what happens to me? Why should they dictate how much I sell my cotton? You know, church, wà ń bẹ ó ń ṣorí burúkú káàkiri. Nǹkan tí I will always say this to people. Ṣé government tó wà lókè yẹn? Àwọn pastors, àwọn ìmáàmù, àwọn náà wà lórí level, àwọn ni middlemen wọn sí àwa.
Say people politics.
So the earlier we know that, the better for all of us. Because àwọn people yẹn kò gbóṣì, ìfà bàbá Adébóyè yẹn máa sọ̀rọ̀ bí ẹni tẹ́yìn fọ́mọ́ nínú.
Intentional as well.
In Jesus' name, everything will be. Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ títà kẹ́kẹ́ ká gbọ́ ọ̀gọ̀ tẹ́ fẹ́ sọ. Maiyegun. Tàbá máa gbára ta ní ọjọ́ tàbá máa gbára ta ní overpower àwọn people ìdẹ́ni ọkọ̀ pè mí lẹ́ni èyí sọ fún mi pé òun kò program topic lánàá gbọ́ ní ọkọ̀ pè wọlé pé táwọn bá ti gba Yorùbá nation by December báyìí òun máa lọ pa àwọn bàbá mọ́lé ni o.
Irọ́ kí ló lè tó.
Èyí pè mí lẹ́ni nírọ̀lẹ́ iye àwọn information where they on share one ceremony. When people tell you what you want to hear, they become your hero one way or the other. You look up to them. They give you wrong information. You fly with it. Àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni mo sọ yẹn lálẹ́ àná lọ́lẹ́ yẹn pé wọlé pé Yorùbá ni ó tiẹ̀ tí wá sóhun báyìí òun máa lọ pa àwọn bàbá méjèèjì ni wọ́n ti raise rope wọn beyond imagination. What is that for Yoruba nation by December?
What we tell people, sometimes we shouldn't always say
exactly.
It doesn't work. I mean, it's not going to all go well. Okay, you know, watch out.
That is it. So Emma lock power baba ni baba sile. Àwọn tó ń fún yín ní information pé kẹ́ lọ declare ìlú ni kẹ́ lọ pa o. Àwọn ni kẹ́ lọ pa tí alábà ń kọ yín tí wìrìwìrì ń jà lọ́wọ́ yín. Tí wèrè tẹ́sù tí wèrè gbé ilé gbogbo yín àwọn tẹ́ máa lọ pa nìyẹn o. Ẹ tí wèrè bá gbé ilé ẹ̀ atẹ́gùn wèrè díẹ̀ máa tẹ òun náà wò. Oh, Dara Maiyegun, we can burn everything to ashes, oh Baba. And from that ashes, we come greatness.
Amen. Thank you, Princess. I'm taking my last call. Can you go about because if anybody told you Yoruba Nation is coming by December, ask them to show you the workings. We are telling people to be careful of what they say. Okay, we you know, some people. I remember when sorry, my caller, hang on there for me for a minute too. You know why I said that I don't want to get fully involved in some of these things is because we have so many people who are saying a lot of things, honestly speaking, right? And when I said that we should manage what we say to people, you know what they did? They started attacking me, abusing me. This Maiyegun is this or that, to the point that I have people on Maiyegun's diary Politico who said they have been told that it's going to come by December. It's going to come by this. I said, do you know those some people who are telling you December, They also told me in the back end where they want to sound so interesting to me. They want to sound like they are so, you know. And they told me personally that by June last month, Yoruba Nation will be declared. Some said the moment you sign the petition, we are going to declare you. I said, manage your expectation. Now, people who told you December, they'll probably be they will have a lot to deal with. All these things are going to continually discourage people. And I said, manage what you say, because some of you are just, you know, dancing to this social media attention that you are getting. Others are actually enjoying the money they are giving to them in the name of Yoruba Nation. So they need to say something to you. Be careful. I'm saying it. I know they raise anybody's unnecessary OPA. Well, whatever we do, you should know that it's something that you are involved in, able to explain, practical enough. Not some mentally deranged people who have access to cameras and all of this. And that is why most of the time, when you speak up, they automatically suspect that you are coming for them. And automatically, they make enmity of you. They are making a mess of the whole thing. We will correct that at some point. And guess what? Like they say in Yoruba, they are akeregbes. With time, they will show you where to actually tie the rope. That's why I said, when you are coming from their platform, don't jump to Maiyegun's diary Politico and begin to ask me questions based on what these guys are telling you on you know, if you have any question about their Yoruba Nation and all of that, ask them. Some people will end up coming to Maiyegun's diary Politico to come and ask me questions about what those people say to you. I didn't promise you anything, so don't ask me things. I'll give you answers to what I didn't promise, right? But again, don't kill anybody because of what they said, though. Yoruba Nation is not coming by December. Anybody who says that to you is a scammer. Be careful and maybe abuse me, since you are one of those who believe it's going to come in December. Among those who also believe that they will announce it just like that. Oh yeah, go out there and get it. We know them, but it's just a matter of time. They will fizzle out, right? Hello there.
Hello, be careful. Later on, they will be saying we are careless.
And you remember that time, Ahmed? You remember that time when I said sometimes when everybody pay attention to the damages these people are doing, right? Sometimes we will need to come out here and mention their names. I slowed down on that because you know why? If I tell what I know about this whole thing, so many people will be disinterested in this Yoruba Nation stuff, right? But again,
of course,
we'll put a hold on to it.
And what we are doing,
yeah, manage your expectations.
What we are doing is for our own good.
Yes,
it's for our own good. So only I won't commit to the but kò yẹ ká tún máa gbéra wa síta. So nǹkan tó bá wà tó jẹ́ pé tó yẹ kéèyàn sọ, èèyàn kàn manage it, not for anything, but for the good of this movement. For the good of the movement, that is why you are keeping it. That is why a lot of people might just keep what they are saying. Because if they should say it, the people you are preaching this gospel to, they will just look at it and they will go back to the same people that are telling them that and before you know, we are losing the game.
You get that?
And that's what we don't want to. Thank God, Maiyegun, you get your own opolo, so you know how to manage them.
Yeah, that's why it's so hard for anybody to come here and dictate to us.
So anybody who won't believe, say Yoruba Nation won't call by next month, maybe next month, 2nd of next month, make I help them put date. Make they believe they go.
At least there's no believe them. Don't turn it to say when they don't give you that, then the whole thing is it doesn't make sense. It makes more sense. So don't listen to the charlatans. So
of course,
some of them will join because of what they will hit from it. Maybe they didn't know that it's going to turn out to become.
What that channel kale ebi lo sun awon mi debi to fi that channel kale o sha fe join by all means.
You have yourself to blame. Ahmed, I've been waiting for you.
You know, like
I said I was going to get somebody to speak to our people there. Now I realize that you have one or two things to add to this Yoruba part of it. Okay, where do you want to start? Say something about this Yoruba nation that we're talking about, or just go straight to my friends in the north. You have time to do both.
Yeah, I didn't really start the broadcast. I just came in, just watched read the caption.
Right.
Yes, read the caption, and that's it. But I will just touch on, what we have been seeing, and ever since they had these Muslim tickets and
you are a
so
smart
on.
person, Ahmed, I'll give you an next start. Intentionally, when I started, I said this is the part I would love Ahmed to come in later to come and help me deliver just about 5 minutes message. So I'll give you an next start, okay? So what I said in this program before you joined, right, started from the fact that the terrorists were brought into Nigeria by this desperate APC in 2014, 2015, right?
Yeah.
The terrorists are here today. Now they are saying that, it's all about, Islamizing Nigeria practically, where they have now done the damages of, I used Lebanon, by the way. I used Lebanon as an example of the openness
Lebanon,
of the people of
Turkey,
Lebanon, right? I said they are so open. And because they share something in common, especially the people of northern Lebanon, they share something in common with the invading Hezbollah, who later took over the country, spread this intolerance, where the open-minded Lebanese started becoming intolerant of their fellow Lebanese because they are Christians and infidel, and to what it has become today. The northern Nigeria, similarly, welcome this crop of terrorists because they have something also in similarity, religion, culture, and few things, right? Now they have come down, unleashed terror on the people of the north, okay, to the point that that same terror is now spreading down south, and now we have to deal with the intolerance, where people feel like, if you are a Muslim and you have a Christian family or friends, those families should be grateful that you are not angry with them, you are tolerating them.
You are not angry
they
with
should
them.
see it as a privilege. That this whole thing is spreading down south, and it's never done anybody good in the north, okay? Ahmed, this is now where we wrap it up with, maybe you joined us then when I was talking about Tinubu and Atiku. Those same people showing their own desperation, riding on this whole thing. Please, I'm sorry. You can add that.
Well, the message will be going to the Hausas and going to the Yoruba. So now, me point out, I haven't been in the situation, I haven't experienced things like that. And I will point out some things like, I'll mix it up anyways with Hausa anyways, because, just normal. When I told you, Maiyegun, when I was growing up in the north, there is this time, if we go to, like the mosque, after prayers, they used to sell like, newspaper or this, poster, So during that time, around 2000, 2001, time, 2000, then could be 2003, 4, you will see this guy, poster Osama bin Laden.
Yes.
Osama bin Laden was like a role model to some people because Kenny is fighting America and they look at America as Kasan Kafure. If they say Kafure, that is I want Kifiri, if unbelievers. You understand? The same America are the Kafure. But I used to tell them back home. I used to tell them back home. I said, these people that you are calling Kafire, you call them Kafire. With Hausa, I would tell them, you call them Kafire. But if you go, Islam, this is what, if you're going to go with what the Prophet, his way of life, what he did as a leader, what the Kafirais are doing, this is exactly the steps the Prophet took. He was so just to his society. He provides. Anybody that was a leader during his time, they lay down rules that this is how you treat your people. And they were treating their people fine. These are the things the Kafirais are doing. That you back home, that you have the leaders you call Muslims, that you welcome to your various mosques, and they be in the front row praying. But yes, they are handling their affairs in that country. But still yet, you are still in abject poverty. They don't want you to acquire knowledge. They don't want you to move forward in future.
There's also this part where this extremism also considered those who are like a Southern Muslims as pagans. Something that prompted Tinubu and Alaji, a former governor, somebody who has paid their and all of that. They don't see him as a real Muslim. That's part of what we discussed as well, Ahmed.
Yes. So, I said, you see these people, these are the same people that they would come to you, that they read the Quran, they read the Hadith, they know about Islam, but their own kids are not studying. How many of you that are in the universities are still at home at this moment? Their kids are abroad. Most of them, they got second citizenship in some other countries. Today, if that country breaks, you'll be in trouble because they will pack their family and leave you. They are gone. They will leave you and they are gone. Now, they are telling you that some people are your problem. These people are your problem. They want to break your Nigeria. They want to do this. They want to do that. Ever since they arrested the person that they make you see like, is the one causing problem in your north, Nnamdi Kanu. Has it changed anything? Ina magana yan arewa tun da aka yi arresting din wanda ake kira Nnamdi Kanu, menene ya canza arewa? Babu abin da ya canza a arewa. Mutanen ga suna amfani da rashin tunani wanda ku da yawan ku kuke nunawa. Suna capitalizing akan rashin tunaninku. Suna nan suna ƙara mai da ku cikin tsiya, cikin talauci, cikin wahala. Kuma kullum aka za su ci gaba. Yanzu suna gaya muku sun kawo musulmi da shugaban ƙasa da president da vice president musulmi da yawan cikinku da yake daƙiƙai, akwai jahilai, akwai marasa tunani, akwai mahaukata, dabbobi masu tunanin awakai wanda ba su da tunani. Kuna tunanin cewa zai benefitin ɗinku. Ai tun da Malam Nasiru El-rufai ya yi a Kaduna, ai menene ya canza a Kaduna? Ba abin da ya canza a Kaduna. Da ya kawo musulma ta zama deputy ɗin governor a Kaduna, menene ya canza a Kaduna? Kun daina wahala? Kun daina shan wuya a Kaduna? Ba mutane ba ne aka kwasa a kan rail line kan train din daga Abuja zuwa Kaduna, ba mutanen ba ƴan uwan wasu aka kwasa ba? Ko za ka ce mun wa'innan ba su kira Allah enough ba ne? Ko za ka ce mun wa'innan ba sa addu'a yanda kai kake yin addu'a Allah ya kiyaye ka daga wannan tsinannin? Wa'innan mutanen da ana gaya muku sun zo daga wani country, sun zo daga Mauritania ne ko sun zo daga ina ne, sun shigo suna causing muku problem. Yau ga bidiyo na yawo yanda ake dukan mutane, ana sa musu bulala, ana zanen su, ga matan mutane, ga mazajen mutane, ga yaran mutane a cikin daji. Amma wai gobe za a zo a gaya muku, ai muna kokari, muna waye. ƴaƴansu ba sa zama a Najeriya, ƴaƴansu suna zama abroad. Dukkan yaran su suna Turai. Dukan ku kuna zaune, all of you kuna zaune, babu wanda ke universities ɗinku duk a rufe, wai sun tafi strike. Wata nawa? How many months? Suna strike.
6 months.
Amma ku kuna zaune, ƴaƴansu suna graduating abroad. Kuna zaune kuna cewa sai Tinubu, sai Kashim, sai waye. To wallahi wallahi za ku ji ba Peter Obi ba Atiku ba Tinubu ba duk wani shi ba kwankwasa ba kowane shege da ya zo ya zama shugaban ƙasar Najeriya muddin Najeriya na nan one as that one da ake gaya muku wanda ba one bane a zahiri ba one bane ba wai maganan one Najeriya kowa da gidan uban shi Malam Aminu Kano ya gaya ya ce Najeriya ƙasa ɗaya amma kowa da gidan uban shi kowa ya san gidan ubansa maganan wa Najeriya tana ɗaya ƙarya ana amfani da wannan Najeriya ne ana cin kutumar uban ba 'yan kudin ba 'yan arewan ba manyan wanda suke kiran kansu manyan kudu ba manyan arewan ba suna amfani da Najeriya nan suna ƙara mai da ku cikin damuwa suna ƙara mai da ku cikin talauci cikin tsiya kuma ba ku sani ba kuna tunanin these people suna da wani abu in stock for you the only thing they have in stock for you is terror. Is how they will kill you, they will finish you. You cannot make it out as long as you keep supporting these people. They are ready to kill you, steal what they can steal from you, and render you useless. Don kuka ji Hausa sun ce ka zama useless, to za ku zama asalin useless. Wallahi ba. Daɗin Najeriya kowa ya kama gaban shi, idan kowa ya kama gaban shi, tun daman ba ɗaya muke ba. Tun 1914 zuwan Turawa suka zo suka haɗa Najeriya, ba ɗaya ba ne. Haɗin Turawa ne kuma suna benefiting da shi tun da yau za su kwashi crude oil za su tafi da shi su muku refining su saida muku kuma tsinannin da suke cewa wayanda suke da oil well ina suka fi yawa ba yan north bane yawanci masu oil well din da suke da shi wani amfani ne muku ku da kuke arewa ka tambayi kanka wani amfani ne ya maka kai ɗan arewa almajiranci arewa talauci arewa rashin ilimi arewa komai arewa amma kuma da yawan ku taso kuna cewa kuna supporting makaranta babu komai ilimi babu amma kuma sai ku dawo ku ne kuke cewa ai gwara ɗan arewa ma yayi ni da ɗan arewa yayi da ɗan kudu yayi da ɗan yamma yayi da koma ba ruwana I'm not ba ruwana da magana Najeriya. Najeriya ya riga ya mutu tun 1966 da aka yi yakin Biafra. Najeriya ta mutu. Najeriya ta ƙare. Najeriya ta riga ta ƙare tun 1966 aka gama Najeriya. Abinda kuke da shi tun 1966 up to date kawai faci ne, faci shi kuke da shi amma babu Najeriya kuma. Kawai dai sata ake nan ake ta muku. Aka sa ku kuna yaban barayi tun daman can ai su Murtala ko su Abacha ai su baban yau ina su baban gidan ina su Abacha ina su Abdulsalamin da ya ba ku constitution din da kuke amfani da shi yau kuna tunanin kuna amfani da constitution din da irin wannan constitution din ne zai kai ku inda kuke so ku je ku ga wa'inda suke kasan waje wanda yan arewa ne mutum zai ce ma is patriotic shi is patriotic dan Najeriya ne amma yana zama a US ko yana zama a London ko yana zama a Canada kuma shege yana patriotic don kutumar ubansa ya dawo gida if you come back home in dai patriotic ne zai zauna da ku a Najeriya ba zai zauna ba zai muku ƙarya ya ce muku is patriotic amma is not staying in Nigeria kuma ku ci gaba da bin shi wallahi ba ku gaji da wahala ba Allah ya sa su ku gani wallahi Allah ya sa ku gani
but my time is so up so I'll give you just
you just say Allah ya ma albarka just say Allah ya ma albarka
I'm learning the whole thing picking up keywords and all of that like Yamutu Yakari Makarata Almajirisin
Maiyegun and all of those so I did them help me just break it down
quickly
just break it down for them like okay, now you people are going about, you are supporting your Muslim ticket, this, that, all those nonsense. All these things that these people are doing, what has it benefited you guys? It has benefited you nothing. You can even say, okay, South, they are trying because you will see a mother in the South. She can sell whatever she can sell to send her child up to the university level. She doesn't care. But you will see your own parents. They can't even send you to primary school. Before you know, most of you are on the road, you are doing Almajiri. Most of the people that are doing the Almajiri today, they are the ones causing that terror on the road. And the people you keep following, saying, say Buhari or say Waye or say that idiot or say that madman, they are there. Most of their kids are not living there. They are living abroad. Yes. And you are still there. You cannot think. You think these people, they like you? They don't like you. If they like you, most of them in the north, The oil well today that is being controlled in Nigeria, most of them, they are controlled by the northerners.
That's right.
What benefit has it benefited you as a northerner that you are in the north? You are an Hausa person or whatever language that you are supporting all these mad people. Most of them have oil wells. What has it benefited you? It has benefited you. Have benefited nothing. Instead, it is them, their own kids. Now you are on strike in your universities, no school, but their own kids are abroad. They are graduating here and there on the different parts of the country. Can't you see? Can't you look at that and just forget about? And I tell you, I say, see, forget it. Nigeria is done for. Since Biafran genocide that happened, Nigeria ended. Everything has finished since then. They got independent. Everything was moving. After that thing happened, everything just ended. The Nigeria you're having today is just patch. That's why I said Nigeria had a guy Yamutu.
That Yamutu. I thought you were talking about before. If they don't kill Nigeria, Nigeria will Yamutu and Yakari them. But
no, I told them it's already dead. It's already dead long time ago. There's nothing they want to kill again. It's already dead. There's nothing they want to kill in that Nigeria again. Nigeria is already dead.
You actually you made us use all our minutes to the full time. If we are a radio station or TV station right now, somebody will just the screen engineer will just turn us off, and that's us. But Ahmed, I won't do that. I'm going to say thank you. Okay.
No, Allah, Maiyegun.
And my regards to the family, the young man as well. Okay.
No,
stay safe, Baba. Nice one. Thank you so much. So that's Ahmed, and this is where we're going to draw the curtains. I thought I would have finished 15 minutes ago, but here I am. 15 minutes after, still here, trying to, hear from my own regular people, as always. So thank you, everyone, for your time. I'm going to see you some other time. That's where we draw the curtains. So, good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bíjó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Igbó nìna kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí fa. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹ̀rùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.